Well, hello once again, everyone. William Stewart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green of To The Point Streaming, and I guess Bryson's hanging out with us for just a little bit. But
Heck
hey,
yeah.
we are here for PPD Nationals today. An exciting time as we got a 80,000 plus payout here. What do you think?
$80,000 for a remote tournament happening today. That's insanity, dude. It's insanity.
It is. It's really insane. I think yesterday we had the singles event going on, and I think there was 29 divisions I saw, which is really insane. And you're talking some minute differences in averages. I
Uh,
mean, really right neck and neck.
yeah, it's actually kind of incredibly crazy how close the averages are for these. They're cut into 30 different divisions for today. 30 divisions.
That
I
is.
mean,
Mhm.
that's insanity, man. Not only that, on top of that, you have people in Division 30 with a chance to win $10,000 today.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
That is that is just insanity. And you're talking. There's a bonus pool as well, so we're going to talk some money on that side of things,
Yep.
just for participating really and putting your games in to earn yourself possibly a chance at that one.
Yeah, it's honestly, I wish that when I was like playing more, that I took advantage of this way early on. I wish that there was a location close to me, like within like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, because there is now. But when I first started playing darts, to where I could get into these, because this is insanity, man. I actually am kicking myself that I'm on the broadcasting side of things today, because I could probably get fifth and sixth and win $0 still.
I wish I had a board in my area, but I'm still tempted to drive like the 2 hours to find one just to play in the event. Just some quick math for you. You said 30 divisions today,
Yeah.
15 in each division. This is a doubles event, so you got over 900 participants in this one. That's crazy when you talk about that kind of payout for that many players. It's going to be a good one here. And we got a good one actually almost in action as
Oh yeah.
well, almost at bull. We're gonna give you some action from Black Saddle. Did you catch the other match that we had? I think that was Bull Shooter Saloon, correct?
Um, Let me look at my handy dandy. Oh, it's over here.
Let's see.
Um,
If not,
I
Nick's gonna chime in here in a second for us and let us know.
They're playing for D&D Amusements. I actually do not know where Terry Crews and Kurt Jobkey play out of location wise, but Steve and Larry Cops are definitely playing out of Black Saddle Saloon. So we got some Wisconsinites
Okay,
on the board right away.
I was talking about our backup one just in case we needed to
Oh,
jump to it real quick, but these guys actually just started. Yeah, this should be a good one. A couple Wisconsin teams, D&D Amusements and Schmitz Amusements, I believe, for these two guys. Yeah, Steve Diker, Larry Kopp, Terry Crews, Kurt Jobke.
Jobkey. Yep, that works for me. It's
That
gonna
that
be
works. That works for all of us, I guess.
it's gonna be good enough. Uh, No, man, I'm excited. This is going to be great today. I'm excited to hang out with you and with the kid. Man, I'm telling you, you want to talk about making sure that our stream looks adorable. Just having your son there is amazing.
Hey, he's been pretty good too, other than the ball bouncing. But mom's gonna get him out of here. It looks like actually, so that's quite all right. She's not on camera, or nothing. So here you go. He's like, oh, be on camera. No, no, I'm good. He was yelling at the top of the stairs, wanting to come hang out for a little bit. So he said, "Well, why not? We'll bring him on down." But a little mistake here at the beginning. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh no, that was actually the cork because we do the 501 cork. So
Yep.
they corked off for the start, and it's cricket 501 tiebreaker is cricket.
All
So
right.
quick best of three or best of three here.
As you can see, we are looking at the Black Saddle viewpoint here. It'll be a mirrored image of our players playing down at the bottom. Kurt and my goodness, where am I
Kurt
at? Terry
Terry.
and Kurt.
Yep.
Woo.
And
So this
actually,
is Larry Cops.
Terry, I had the pleasure of meeting at the Father's Day Frenzy event up in Jefferson, Wisconsin, when I streamed that. So he made a good run in the singles there. So did want to mention that for him.
Nice. Is he
Yes.
another Wisconsinite?
I believe he is. I believe he is. I'm not sure if he's just outside the border, but I believe he's a Wisconsinite.
All right, well, here is Terry. Start off with a single mark on the 20 is his first time up, and only gets a single mark again here, so a slow start for him after winning the diddle. And here's Scuba.
Scuba Steve pulling out one of his other tricks. You know how to say it. Damn you, Scuba Steve.
Gets himself another 7 mark in there, and you can see the domination early on by Black Saddle. But it's early. And
Very
this is a
early.
triple elimination tournament today. Is something I have never been a part of. Have you ever been a part of a triple elimination tournament?
I've rarely been a part of a soft tip tournament. That's just in all honesty. Played in one big event for myself, but yeah, to experience the triple elimination, that's one thing I've never experienced before. So I'm kind of anxious to see how this one works out and see if maybe someone can come back from a couple quick losses and work their way back into the final. That'd be really neat.
It happens. And then on the reverse side of it, I don't know if you saw Johnny Lackey's post from last night in singles. He ended up in 4th place, and he was on the king seat.
Oh my goodness.
So lost to Kenny Doyle, and then lost in the first dip, and then lost in the second dip to get 4th.
Oh wow.
That's brutal. That's a brutal one right there.
That is brutal. I did not know that. I did see the Division One kind of top four last night on the with the PPD page when they aired that one out there. If you're looking for that one, go check it out when you get time. But yeah, wow, that just shows you what can happen. Kenny Doyle coming out on top last night, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry, I should have done a shocked face when you said Kenny Doyle won last night. You got to love it, man. I'm telling you. These guys, the talent level that we're going to see today is going to be across the board, and that's amazing. Can't wait for this action. Larry Kopp, our first look at it.
Upset with himself there on that one.
Yeah, he didn't get a bowl, and at the top division, you can't make too many mistakes, I'm sure, in Division 1, especially with how close these divisions are. We started mentioning it a little bit, but we can run through these flights here. We'll do it after this.
Yeah.
As Scuba gets that one figured out in 2 darts. Scuba Steve throws a 6.0. It's nice to have a partner like that.
Yeah, if he can play like that throughout the day, he's going to be a beast in this tournament. He was actually in the singles event yesterday in Division One as well. Kind of falling short in the early side of things, but that just goes to show you any day. I mean, when you're talking the averages, there's like really not a big discrepancy by any means in these averages. So when you're talking how close they are, I mean, if you're on, you're on. But if you're off by just a little bit, it can really hurt you.
Oh, absolutely. Are they playing cricket again?
I don't think. Should they be playing cricket or should it? Well, I'm getting on the bracket that it one loss, race to 2, cricket 501, tiebreaker cricket.
To clarify the format, so the winner
Thank
side, what teams that have no losses is going to be playing best of 3 cricket. When you get your first loss, the middle bracket is going to be best of 3 cricket, 501 cricket, and then on the loser side, it's going to be 1 game of cricket.
Well, see, when you look at CompuSport here, you just need to look at what you're actually supposed to, Will. That's the problem there, because it literally says lose 1 loss, race to 2, cricket 5-1 tiebreaker. So that's what I was reading in the one. Yeah, no loss, and then race to 2, all cricket, all that. So my apologies for straying you off there, my guy.
Hey, we all get those little hip hop, hip hop anonymous. Give them the easy ones.
Hey, but that's all right. At least Nick was in the background, ready to pounce and let us know what it really is.
That's why we love that young buck.
Young buck, Joe Buck, whatever buck. Yeah, good job, buddy. Yeah, good stuff. No, he worked hard to really set this up. Kudos to Nick. Actually, he kind of there was a little issue with the device to pull kind of the boards and stuff this morning, and he kind of was in stress mode getting everything figured out before we got here. Look at him, got it set up. We're right on time. Kudos, Nick.
I think the only time I've ever seen Nick not in stress mode is when we were in New York City.
Well,
Other than that, stress mode is all I've known Nick Teixeira as.
well, let's be honest. You boys have both seen me in a production with USA Darts, and let me tell you, I am all but not stressed on that one. I am full max stress mode the whole weekend.
Man, look at this point battle we got here. Kurt is turning it up, gets himself a 7 mark. And they're pointing. They're pointing, boys. And gals.
They are. And gals. And gals. Yeah, we can't forget those. Do you have a handful of ladies in play today? I'm actually a handful. Probably more like just a good amount.
Lot.
We'll just say a lot. A lot.
Well, they can't see it, but we're looking at a second board here, and that was Miss Alvanita Du Bois, who I got to meet in Vegas. Absolutely amazing lady.
That's good. I think Lisa Yee is actually playing as well. I saw her name on the bill. I think she's playing at Bull Shooters today. So
Yeah, I believe they were partners in Vegas, so that makes sense. Both of them Arizona residents. Although I have to point out, Lisa is originally a Hoosier.
you did say that. She said she was a Colts fan. I know somebody else is a Colts fan. Feel bad for you guys.
Hey, you keep it up. I'm not going to take you to week 3. Already sold out.
Oh, man.
Look at this. Kurt Jobke is throwing phenomenal right now. They have a point lead, and they're deciding what they're going to do here, talking it over strategy-wise. You're going to see the best teams will do that. They will sit there, and if it's something that's borderline, they'll talk it over with their partner. It's a beautiful thing about doubles and triples when they happen. You have to be on the same page with your partner at all times, because the last thing you want is for your partner, as you're walking back from the line, for you to say sorry and them to be like, why didn't you do this? It's like, dang it.
Too little, too late there, huh?
Already ruined it.
Yeah, right. Hey, folks, if you will let us know where you're tuning in from, we always appreciate that. We can see your chats, and we definitely appreciate the stars and such coming in. We are live on our PPD page, as well as how about this? We're on USA Darts today as well, so
Woohoo!
that's kind of nice to see. Nice to see that partnership kind of happen, and I think we're going to do that more with our CSC Challenger Series as well. So you'll be able to tune in on Monday and Wednesday nights for the CSC Challenger Series live on the PPD pages and USA Darts. So cool.
I absolutely love that about everything. It's great. That's great stuff.
We go Matt Graff tuning in saying, ha ha ha, I'm near Green Bay. Bradley Smith tuning in from Fort Myers, Florida. And how about this? I was checking that out on the kind of the old replay screen we got here in the background. I'm looking at it on another platform, but Steve Dyker's got the USA Darts patch on too.
Does he?
He does. I didn't realize
Nice.
that until now. So how about that from Steve? Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that, man.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, man. It's astounding when somebody comes up to us and just says, "Hey, can I just rock a patch?" And I'm like, "I mean, yeah, if you want to, man. I'm not stopping you." And he's like, "I just like what you're doing." So yeah.
Until it's Sean, you're like, I gave you 10, and then
Dylan. Oh, that's good. That's good.
with that, Sean, give me all those back. I don't want you representing my company.
Yeah, get out of here, Sean. Get out of here.
It's all right.
Speaking of good companies, kudos to you guys rocking the CSC Challenger Series jerseys today.
Oh man, these things are beautiful. What excited me the most when I was in Canada is the fact I saw a soldier wearing his on the last day. That was pretty cool. I didn't know he was going to do that. That was cool.
That was really neat to see.
And everyone looks good in pink and blue.
Let me tell you what. Well, Terry Crews and Kurt have kind of built up a good lead here. Need to close these 16s. Close them in quick fashion or develop some more points here.
Oh boy, 2 8s. It's tough to adjust on the 16 when that first dart goes in a single 8. because you almost have the weight right. It's just off center from the triple. And so then you throw the second dart, trying to think you have to throw it a little bit softer, and then you miss into the sevens. Happens all the time. Look at that. We got the machine, J.C. Martinez. Nice stream. Tuning in from Arizona. Bradley Smith asking, when are you guys going to go to Florida next? Well, Nick lives there, so he'll be there now.
Up in Orlando.
Yeah, I have some open invites for some trips to Florida. I'll see if I can take advantage of those. Look at that, big darts. Larry Copps getting it done for the team right there, getting them back in this thing. They're just slowly but steadily reeling it in. But look at Terry. Single 5 on the last start, so I tried to go back and point, misses it. Opens up the door for Scuba. See if Scuba can swim through it.
That was a good one. That was a good one there, partner.
I actually got Nick to give a little. Hillsboro, Wisconsin. They're shooting Division 17. Justin Downing. Well, buddy, shoot well. Have fun with it. Josh Morrison from Richmond, Indiana. Home of my good friend Ryan George.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you very much.
Matt's shaking his head because he actually laughed at my joke. That's why he's shaking his head.
Larry's got the bulls to go. He's gotta find at least a couple here.
I will say this. I love Larry's form on his throw. It is straight back, straight through. I'm going to guess it's a release issue as to why he is not as consistent as you would see with that type of throw. That's typically my problem, so I'm going to guess that's probably his.
Doing a little research on the other board here.
All right, 2 bowls away, and they need a point. So, of course, Scuba did a lot of work, a lot of damage on that board right there.
Yeah, he did. He put Larry in a good little spot here. If these guys can't collect on a couple bowls, and it looks like they're going to make it difficult here. There's the big trick 20. Yeah, that's smart. Smart dart there.
I stay there now with a point. Because the point would add an extra bowl to it. Just a single 20 would have done that. So that's why you stay there on that dart. It's the math working through your mind there. If it's not worth it to do so, then don't. But if it's worth it to add an extra bowl, definitely do so. But Larry unable to take advantage of Scuba's setup there. And now Terry, 2 bowls away for the win to get us to a last leg decider. And he gets it.
Does it with 1 dart. Well,
I love it.
Needed 2. He missed the 1, but hey, that's quite all right. Doubles there. So we're gonna make this 1-1 here as we go to our last leg decider.
Who are y'all rooting for, guys? Let us know in the chat. And I said y'all for the first time ever on stream, so that's great. They're gonna do a little diddle here.
Yeah, don't be pulling that Kansan out, sir. That's not your thing.
That's my fault.
Keep the folks and the y'alls to me.
I'm pretty sure every time I watch a stream of yours, I hear a boom goes to dynamite at least once. But that's all right. You can have y'all, I guess.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right.
Scuba goes 180 to start off this last leg decider. That is huge after a 140 from Terry.
Yeah, that is a massive, massive dart there to get the start in this last leg decider. So the winner of this one will move on to take on either Dick Strobel and Ryan Brennick from Kentucky, or Evaristo Lopez and Jimmy Morales.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's going to be Dick Strobel and Ryan Brennick.
Okay, well, hey, that's okay. You know, we all know we all know last names are not my thing. So Kentucky-Texas matchup. The winner of that one will play the winner of this one to kind of give you an update on this Division I doubles bracket.
Well, I'm letting you know that Dick and Ryan did win.
They did?
Yeah, they did move forward in the bracket.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that, actually. I must have not updated my screen here.
Well, that's what I figured. That's why I let you know.
There we go. We'll appreciate it. So, yeah, Dick and
Ryan.
from Kentucky. Cool. Also advancing Mark and Ryan from Florida, Brett and Steve out of Missouri, and Tyler and Terry out of Iowa.
I love it. And guys, just a reminder, today the winning team will, I think they split like 490 or something like that. That's not important. That's great, don't get me wrong, but the real value of today is in the bonus pool. Top 500 in the All-Star rank list. If you're 1 to 100, you have a chance to win 10K today just by being in that list. It doesn't matter what division you're in. If you win your division and you're in that 10K pool, you're splitting that 10K pool with whoever else wins their division that's also in that 10K pool. We've seen it happen before. Chris Watson won 4K by himself in the 4K bonus pool. So it can happen. And that's ridiculous money.
That is some crazy money. 4K can change your month, change your year. I mean, it really could.
I don't want to give away how much teachers make, but that's more than I would make in a month. In one day. So listen, there's a lot on line. There's a lot of pressure on these guys, even if it doesn't seem like there is, with it being remote and all that. We're going to see some pressure darts, especially as we get later on in this tournament. We're going to see some tightening up, I think. Early on, there's always those nerves when you first start a tournament, whatever. But when you get down to it and the nitty gritty, ooh boy, that's going to be fun. Those are going to be edge of your seats moments the entire time.
Just to let you know, Steve and Terry are in the 6K bonus pool. So these two gentlemen are duking it out for some hefty change here. And there's actually a lot of people in this 6K bracket in this one. A couple 10Kers too. How about this? Chris and Kenny, Nick, Mark, all for 10K. Whew.
Yeah. How do you feel if you're Chris Jones right now and you have Kenny Doyle as your partner and all he has to do is get you to a victory?
Well, you're
and you get yourself a 10K bonus.
That's massive. The only thing that kind of sucks about that they would have to split that. I mean,
right.
50-50, but still. Whoo!
Yeah, you're telling me it would suck so much to have to split $10,000 with one other person. Oh man, gross.
I have a hard time splitting a chocolate bar. Could you imagine?
All right. Looking at this, they pointed early, and then we've seen a takeoff. But boom goes the Wisconsinite. There we go. Terry Crews getting our first 9 mark, 3 in the bed on the 16s. And got them the point lead back. See if Scuba takes a stab at it here. I would. And he did. Didn't hit it, though. Which is also I would have done. And they're staying right in that trip 16. They hit another 2 of them. Oh, that one was Terry.
Yeah, I was about to let you know on that one. I was about to say, I think you got that one wrong on that one.
My bad, Kurt. I didn't mean to give that to Terry. Terry didn't do nothing. That was all you, Kurt. Look at Larry.
Hat wearer.
Larry with the double 16 dirty.
Love it. Love it. I'm a doubles fan in the game of cricket. Why not? If you practice it all the time, go for it.
And I loathe it entirely. So, but when you hit it, I love it. But if you're my partner and you shoot and I hear a burp sound, I'm going to look at you. I'm going to look at you. Even if you're like way better than me, I'm going to look at you and be like, what are you doing?
Somewhere, Mike Maloney is shaking his head at you right now.
What do you mean somewhere? Always.
Always. Always. Well, Scuba Steve here, looking at the 15s. There's a triple. He's got 2 darts. One dart to deal with. He goes for the 17s here. Nice little recovery because I think that's going to extend that lead and give his partner 3 darts at this bull.
Yeah, and when you have Terry coming up, who looked almost automatic on the bulls early on, I agree with that. Look at that. Indy Darts to the point streaming is in the chat, saying afternoon gents. That means that's Jason. There's no doubles in cricket, is what he says.
I knew he was going to say it. I knew someone was going to defend you, but no, I'm a fan. If you can place it in the right spot on that inside wire, it can be beneficial.
For me, my argument is always this: you're shooting at triples in cricket, and so why would you then stop and shoot at a double when you've been shooting at triples the whole time?
Hey, I always practice my doubles more than my scoring.
And that is why I am not good at steel tip. Double bowl there for Scuba Steve, and that will take it down, a 2-1 victory for Black Saddle Saloon and Steve Diker alongside Larry Cops. And that was a good partnership. Early on, Steve won that first leg on his own. He threw a 6. I mean, that was easy to do. When you throw a 6, that's fine. But those last couple games were definitely partner games, and that's what we're going to see a lot of today. As we're switching over here, our boy Nick is getting it done early and often. You can see David Bliss, his partner is someone.
Well, I was about to tell, I'm just going to tell Nick in the background so he knows. We do have a match at the bottom of the bracket, Star City Amusements and Motor City Amusements, if he wants to take, or Entertainment, if he wants to take a look at that one for a possible next match. I don't know if they have the streaming capabilities or not, but always worth a try to let them know.
So this is actually Division 4. And Division 4, who we're looking at from Bull Shooters here, that's Chris Watson, our Division 2 CSC champion from last season, aka the bar dart player, who can't really claim that anymore.
Let's say I could just tell you just from this throw alone, that's Chris Watson, just because he's got that unique kind of step up, kind of twirls his darts a couple times, then steps to the Yaki.
Well, look at this. It looks like Alvanita and Chris are in a world of hurt here, way behind in this leg. All we need is 120 and 2 bowls, and David's going to take this down. There goes the 20s. And he's going to stay there for 2 of them for good measure. And he went for the bull on dart 3. Doesn't hit it. But Miss Alvanita's got a lot of work to do.
She can produce here. Let's collect on 1. Gets another there. So a couple bulls, but unfortunately, she's kind of at the mercy of David and Larry here.
Yeah, we'll see what Larry can do here. If he wins it, he just needs 2 darts. Or 1 dart, really. Now he'll need at least 2. Oh, boy. Chris just really wants a shot at this. And he's going to get a shot at this. Right now, he is automatically thinking, all right, get the point lead. 3 bowls needed for that. And then move on. We'll stay there, but you know what I'm saying. You need at least 5 bowls here to have any type of shot. You agree with that?
Yeah, you are correct there.
Not to get the point lead, but just
even have an opportunity to sniff an opportunity is not going to produce it. So Heather Goldman saying, hey guys, good luck to everyone shooting doubles today. So just want to kind of announce that one. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate that one.
Yeah, I think it went bull on the first dart, missed it, but got the trip 20 on dart 2, and that will do it. A 417 for David Reese, which is not what I thought his name was. I am on a small screen here, so that's my bad. 4.17. This is Division 4.
Wow, that's a Division 4 match, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, they are separated by so little. in these levels. It's really impressive. And I actually, from time to time, had always been like, man, how is Chris Watson in Division 4 when he just won CSC Division 2 and made it look relatively nice? I mean, so Division 30 is and these are combined MPR ranges, 2.99 to a 3.975. So think about that. The last division, if you are a 2 and a 1.8 or 1.975, you're playing in Division 30.
Well, how about this? Nick's doing some work in the background. It looks like he's going to be taking us to Woodchucks, where we got Dan Levine.
Ooh, I miss me some Dan Levine.
Yeah, well, he's enjoying Dad's life.
Yeah, speaking of former CSC champions.
He's actually in Division 11 today with Ashley.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to be taking on Daryl and Tracy. And
I love
all these players are actually in the bonus pool.
Woo!
So nice to see. Tracy's in the 4K, Daryl's in the 5K, Ashley's in the 1K, Dan's in the 4K. So yeah, cool to see. And it's actually going to be Daryl Cortez and Tracy
Wow.
Negrette of Star City Amusements. And then it's going to be Dan Levine, Ashley Banker of Mid-State Amusements. Now, is Ashley Banker, is that the better half?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the baby mama.
That's the baby mama. That's the baby. I like you how you said that. Baby mama.
Congratulations to both of them again on the birth of their child. It's been a bit now, I'm sure. Time flies when you're having fun doing all this. Heather Goldman saying she's in the 1K. She's playing in Division 30 as a 1.98. Again, that's crazy.
Just give us one moment on that old board switch, just so you guys know. I think he's pulling up our game screen and whatnot, but just wanted to kind of give you a prequel as to what's coming up here.
Did you guys see, or did you see this in the chat? Melinda is watching from Busch Gardens standing in line. Melinda, that's why we love you.
Oh, that's great. She makes sure to say, "Hey, kids," too.
Yeah, of course.
That's good. That's good. Hope her and Jay are doing well. It was nice to meet them at NDA this year.
Our man behind the scenes is getting everything set up here real quick for us. And then we'll head over to that match. It's already getting started.
See, I'm not sure if we're able to find out exactly where they're at in this match. This could be game 1, could be game 2. It's game 1.
I think it's game 1 because I think they just started. They were waiting on the acceptance from the other side there.
Perfect.
And
good job, Nick. There we go, pal.
This is already a loser side match too.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing. They unfortunately fell in that first matchup. Ashley and Dan played Paul and Robin. They played Robin Womble and Paul Harkey of Wisconsin. Robin Womble, I think the mom of Marquise Womble. So
okay.
Yeah, Mid-State Amusements. So they had actually are one. They're in the bonus pool too, 6K and 2K. Lots of money to be had here.
Ashley has a good shot.
Yeah, she really does. She's off. It looks to me like she's off to that right-hand side. Yeah, there's the throw line. So, yeah, she's off to the right-hand side, kind of Gerwin pricey. But, yeah, I mean, she's got a steady throw.
Yeah, she stays nice and stiff. And her she kind of locks it down, which is nice to see. Here is Mr. Dan Levine, Division 2 champ. For the first season of us doing it, and he's showing us why. Boom goes the dynamite, Dan Levine. Or should I say the original, boom goes the Wisconsinite.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we gotta take ourselves back to that win by him sometime and show that highlight again, because man, was it cool to zoom out and see that crowd at Woodchucks really celebrate that win for Dan.
Yeah, that was awesome. And of course, Ashley was right there in the front row, cheering him on.
Well, there was her
Good
and
laugh.
the little one in the front row, and she was still like 8-9 months pregnant at that time, I believe.
Exactly. All right, here is Tracy Negrete. I'm going to go with Negrete.
I'll just go Tracy because that's easier.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. That's what Will needs to do, is just stick to the easy ones.
Heap hop? I
Dang
love it.
you!
You give him all the easy ones. Daryl Cortez was the king seat and runner-up of Division II in the last CSC Challenger Series. So we're seeing a lot of our CSC Challenger Series players early on doing well.
Well, this is the thing too, is
Great 2 bowls.
this is all, average-based events, correct? So, or
Yep.
ratings-based events. So, this is a Division 11 matchup. So, honestly, I mean, yes, although one of your participants is a very good player, if they partner up with a certain individual, it kind of brings them down to a certain tier, and yeah, you may have one lights out shooter, you may have one struggling just a little bit, but that's what the nature of the PPD is. Division based rankings.
Right. What I love the most, man, is that so Division 11 is a 6.281 to a 6.389. So they're only separated by 0.0 or 0.107, 0.108 in average marks, and that's combined. That's crazy. That's so close. But the difference between Division 1 and Division 11 at the highest is only 1.3 MPR difference.
Those are just so
that's
close.
So close.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you got one person struggling, it's going to be, shown, because when you're that close in averages, and you may not be shooting like yourself, it's gonna hurt your team.
Well, let's do a reminder here, because this is our first look at a loser's side matchup. They're playing Cricket 501, and then Cricket would be a last leg decider if it goes that way. Different than if you're just on the winner side and have 0 losses. It's all Cricket, race to 2. And then if you lose the first 2 and you're in the, what was that, triple dip? Is that what they call that?
Yeah.
The triple dip, it's just 1 game of Cricket. And you want to talk about pressure. Just playing 1 game of Cricket. How much pressure's on that diddle?
Yeah, no kidding. You are not lying there, sir.
Well, Ashley's struggling early on in this leg, but she did hit 2 bowls to win the last leg and made them look easy. She still had a dart in her hand when she hit those 2 bowls.
This Sean, about 100 viewers tuning in right now on all our platforms, so good to see.
I love it. Guys, we are live here for PPD Nationals. This is doubles and the bonus pool day, which is always an entertaining, fun day to see who's going to win all that cash. How much is up for grabs today, bud? Just today?
Oh, $80,000.
$80,000.
Yep. 80,000 plus, to be honest. So just a little bit over that line. I think their bonus pool, just an added money, was 40,000. So that's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah,
they do see those payouts.
100% payouts or payback for whoever buys in. So you automatically know exactly where that money's going. It's going straight to whoever gets top 4 in this tournament. And then on top of that, that bonus pool money, I'm telling you, if you're in that top 500, top 1,000 in PPD, you are in such a sweet spot in darts for being able to really make some money playing darts. If you have not done so, you need to get involved in this.
Yeah, you have to, because
Daryl takes it out an interesting way there at the end. So but got it done.
Make it 1-1 here.
Last leg decider will be Cricket, but they will diddle before that.
But I was about to say, yeah, if you want to get qualified to play in that TOC event too, I mean, we haven't even mentioned that yet. There's 2 million plus in that event come
Yep.
October.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
gotta
and
tell you what, buddy, I'm excited for that one.
man, you're telling me I'm excited for all of the events. I'm especially excited for CSC or CSI, ladies and men's is going to be ridiculously awesome. I cannot wait for a one-day tournament of that. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. As Ashley and Dan win the diddle, so they will start off this last leg decider of cricket. This is Texas versus Wisconsin. It's not like we haven't said that before.
Yeah, right. I feel like we haven't said that at all. Sure, sure, sure. Get a lot of them Florida, Wisconsin, Texas, Wisconsin matchups. Helps when a lot of your participants come from that Wisconsin area. I was blown away, and I'm sure you were as well when we went to Whammo up there for that state tournament and just got to see how many players they have in Wisconsin.
I still don't believe it. Like, I still don't believe that that's how they have to run their state tournament, where it's
Two-
one tournament per day.
280 boards, and they split the room. AM session, PM session. They have to do that to fit the amount of players in there, or they'd have to have double the boards.
That
That's
is
insanity.
insanity. Yep.
Yeah, insanity.
Jinx.
Don't you do that to me. Don't you do that to me. But yeah, I mean, it's so crazy the way that they have to do that. And yeah, it's just one event a day. And
Man,
yeah,
this start is so interesting. Daryl only gets a 1 mark to start it off with, and Dan, of course, takes care of his business. But then Ashley steps up and hits a 7 mark. And when you have Ashley doing that, if you're with Dan, I mean, that is huge in any leg, especially in Division 11, where you have, honestly, one player that is a premier level player and another player that is not at that premier level. But uh, I really like that type of dynamic we got going on here.
I mean, this is it's one of those things that you like to see, especially when there's maybe a discrepancy in the level of play, maybe in your area. So maybe you do like a bring your own newbie partner. So maybe like uh, you're always encouraging someone new to come in, or maybe do the high-low increments where your highest player gets paired with the lowest average, and you go from there to really make it a more interesting kind of tournament. So yeah, I mean that's just some advice for some people that may struggle with having a handful of good players and maybe a plethora of mid-level players and some low-level players. Kind of an idea to do.
Yeah, I love that, matching up the high player and the low player and just doing it like that. So you end up with the two middle players are on the same team, because it really does make it as even as possible. It almost as even as these tournaments are, as these divisions are, because I mean, they're not separated by anything. I still can't believe that.
Yeah, and that's the truth is there's nothing separating these guys besides a couple of points, or maybe not even a couple of points, maybe just a point or two.
And at the same time, we've seen now 6 legs where one team has kind of dominated the leg for the most part. We haven't had too many real barn burner moments yet. And I will say yet, because anything is still very possible. And this is real early in the day. Big trip on the first dart here. Looked at the bull. Yeah, he stayed there for dart 3 and missed it again. So it's not over yet.
Is not lots of points needed, lots of darts to be hit in order to kind of come back from this one though. So Ashley going to step up here, looking to produce 3 bulls.
More than capable of doing so, even with 2 darts. Nah, she went to points. That's smart. All right, we'll see if Tracy can do something special here. There's one bowl. Another one will get the point lead back. Doesn't do that. Does catch a 20. But Dan's looking to close this out right here, right now. There's one.
That jinx.
Oh, the jinx Dan.
Oh, no. We're going to hear from him on that one later.
I cannot believe Daryl did not hit more than just a double bowl in the last start. Might be just a little bit too much to overcome at this point.
Yeah, actually go straight points here. Yep.
Smart.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move indeed. I think you just stay there and hope to kind of grab another 20 here to tie it up. Force the hand of
Tracy.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate that one.
Hey, no problem.
The mind went blank for a second there.
Happens to the best of us.
She does snag a bull there to kind of increase the point lead, but Dan Levine.
Yeah, just 3 marks away.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit too much to ask, I think, if you're David and Tracy hoping that this one isn't going to fall apart.
And he only needs 2 darts. So Dan Levine and his better half, Ashley Banker, take it down 2-1 over Daryl Cortez and Tracy Negretti, as they will move into that survivor bracket or last chance bracket. We'll see what happens there.
That's when things get tough. Every single dart counts in that one, as we're going to head back on over to
look at those points.
Yeah, look at that indeed. And Steve Diker finds himself down, needing to find some more, and he's taking on, is that Dick?
Yep, Dick and Ryan. Larry and Steve. So this is Division 1. And neither Dick or Ryan are in that bonus pool. But Steve Diker is. Down at the bottom, Ryan Crawley, who we know very well from Texas. Him and his partner, Bradley, in Division 1, have moved on to that top 8 of the winner's side, where they will take on the winner of Chris Jones and Kenny Doyle and Terry and Tyler Burrows.
All right.
So, and Ryan's in that 6K pool. All day long, guys, what you're going to hear from us often is we're going to tell you about the prize pool, the bonus pool, where everyone stands in that, because like I said, when it gets down near the end, that's going to be something that even if you win your bracket and there are still 20 brackets left going, and you're in that bonus pool, you are watching all of those brackets to see how many people might be splitting that money with you. Unless you're Chris Watson and you have no idea that there's a bonus pool and you win the 4K just off of a phone call from Carly.
What? $4,000? Okay.
Sweet. Sweet. All right, it looks like Ryan and Dick will get the start here over Larry and Scuba. Last leg decider, cricket, of course. This is a winner side matchup.
Can I just state how...
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, go ahead, buddy.
Nope.
You state it right now.
Did Colin Ridds just roll out of bed and just decide every time just to go play darts? Is that how he kind of rolls into things? It kind of seems like it.
I have no idea how he has not figured out what to do with his hair. Like, it's almost at a point where it's kind of ridiculous. He looks like oh man.
I'm going with. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna go Kingpin Bill Murray, dude, with just like just the outrageous craziness. I mean, he gets 10 legs in, and it's just everywhere.
Hey, Nick, Kingpin is a movie Woody Harrelson, bowling, Bill Murray. It's funny. If you haven't watched it, you should.
Guy has a
Is that
hook
the
for a
one with
hand.
the? Is that
Pretty
the one with the
funny.
gopher?
No. Get
Nope,
outta
different
here.
one. That's Caddyshack.
He's got about a 9 here. He's got 300 yards.
It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
Don't even get us started, Nick. Why'd you do that?
Especially with that one, because that's such a quotable movie.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Billy, Billy, Billy,
No.
Billy. Oh, we're done. We're done.
Yep.
We're done.
We're
Alrighty, everybody, have a
losing
good
viewers.
day. Larry Cops and Steve Diker got to go to work here and find a way to plow some trebles in the board. There's one, but they need a handful more. Got to keep them coming here.
Yeah, they're in a bit of a hole right now. Here is Dick Strobel. Closes them out, just does his job. Nice and easy. He made that look quick, too. He throws that dart fast. Scuba. If anyone's going to hit 3 in the bed on the 15s here, it's going to be Scuba Steve. And Shocker. It goes to Dynamite.
Exactly. Just too good.
Well, listen, people are going to be like, oh, man, I can't believe you called that. No, yes, you can. It's Scuba Steve Diker, and he's down and like, his back against the wall. He's going to throw his best darts right there. It's easy to call these things when you really like get used to these players.
That's the thing too, is we've kind of gotten used to a few players here. We've been doing this little task for a couple seasons now, so we're starting to know who people are. As there's another big double, love it.
Yeah, that one was a more accidental double, but we'll take it anyway.
I think so. I'm more than certain on that one.
And he does a smart move and closes the 19s with the last start. Well, I was actually going to ask you before Larry got up there to throw what you would have done in that situation if you would have tried to close all of them only with a 3-point lead.
That's the tricky part. I'd probably more opted to points there.
Now, if you're Scuba, if you hit the first start in the 15, you do look at the close, right?
Oh, I think
he's stepping.
A man of this talent, yeah.
There goes
exactly.
the 20s. What a round for Scuba Steve Diker. An 8 mark to follow the 9, and he has single-handedly picked up Larry Cops as a backpack, and he is trying to walk him over this finish line.
Well, you saw him there. He didn't go fist pump. He went fist down, like straight to the ground, and just kind of was like, yep, I'm here.
That was a let's
his
go.
Presence known. Yeah, great stuff there from him. And I'm sure Larry was in the background hooping and hollering saying, let's go, buddy.
If I'm Larry, I point the entire time right here.
You're dang right. That's all you can do. And he
yeah,
goes
never mind.
Big old double
hole,
with
I guess.
Dart.
Stupid Sean. Wow. If you are Dick and Ryan right now, you're like, what just happened?
Exactly, because you kind of had the lead in this one, and you were looking for that finish line. But unfortunately, they kind of tripped, fell, and Steve just kind of ran out into the front. And look at that. Big win.
Dick and Ryan, let me do it for you. Scuba Steve, damn you. Exactly. Wow. What darts there from Scuba Steve Diker. That was impressive, phenomenal. You can't say enough about the way he just clawed out of that hole in 2 rounds. 2 rounds. He threw 6 perfect darts there to get out of that. That's crazy. And look at this.
Bull shooters here.
Miss Alvanita is stepping up to the plate. 1-1 score line against Ram Gravera, it looks like. So Ram must be in Division 4 as well?
I think this is this...
This would be Division 4, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is a loser side matchup. Ram Gravera and Tony Negretti. So this must be the husband of Daryl's partner.
Oh, okay.
Those 2 guys really good friends, so that makes sense for Ram and Daryl to...
Same neck of the woods.
Yep.
Same bar.
Yep. All right, Chris. Chris Watson, ladies and gentlemen.
just above that trip 16. That's going to be tough to work around. Yeah,
I
you can see, totally avoided it.
love the strategy there. Love it. Just go 15s instead, because most players will try and force in the 16 still.
And that would be my kind of mentality there is do that little I'm very movable or I move a lot when I'm at the Aki, so my first deal would be to just move over and try to go back at it again. But I do like that mindset, just immediately switching. You're either a standstill person and a stand and bang or a mover.
I don't think I've ever heard stand and bang before as
You never heard that, huh?
a terminology. No.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Alvanita gets a double there. Sorry.
Your old school players. I mean, if when you really look at it, they were kind of just to stand there and kind of pound the 20. That's really what they did. They didn't really move a lot. You know?
That makes sense. I get it. I get the reason for it. Just it seems a little dirty when you say stand and bang.
Only you, buddy. Only you.
I don't think so. let us know in the chat. Is that a dirty saying or what? Look at that from Chris Watson. Gets it done in 2 darts, and that will do it for this match. A 2-1 victory for Alvanita and Chris, and Ram and Tony find themselves in the survivor bracket. They've lost 2 straight out the gate, and I have seen this happen before in these nationals. Is you lose 2 straight out of the gate and then win it all the way back. I have seen it. It happens.
Oh, of course. Where does Mr. Nick take us to Mark and Meredith? Now that wouldn't be they would surely be a Division 1, wouldn't they?
No, they're playing against in Division 11 here. So this is Dan and Ashley again.
Yep,
and this is Meredith. Meredith McKee and Mark Hale. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, you of course you're finding Meredith in this one.
Hey, you gotta give some time for my girl. She always blows me kisses.
Yeah.
That's the prom queen of darts. You know, you have to give her a little bit of respect.
Those that caught our cherry bomb promo. She is the lady that tried to attack Nick with some kisses in the middle of the promo.
Oh my goodness. Well, to give everyone an update, Mark is in the 5K bonus pool, and Meredith is actually in the 6K bonus pool. Ashley's in the 1K, and Dan's in the 4K. So all 4 of these players, they have some money riding on the line on each one of these matches.
Also, up until the end of the CSC, Mark and Meredith would be Kenny's triples team. Kenny Doyle be the 3 of them on a triples team, but Kenny raises average so much after the CSC that they can't play together anymore. That was the triples team for Kenny Doyle.
There you go.
Dang you, Kenny, got to ruin everything.
Sorry, I'm just sharing this bad boy out.
I thought you were about to just say I'm watching this display by Dimmy because
Nope.
Geez Louise, buddy. Let me tell you what. If you're like me, I got numerous screens going on. I'm also enjoying, the USO, or not the USO, the Open this weekend. Pretty big weekend for sports.
It definitely is. I think that goes without saying. Of course, the biggest sporting event is PPD Nationals. Second on the list is probably the match play.
I would have to agree on that one.
Of course, I would always say that the Open is probably the biggest one of the weekend. But that's because I'm a golfer.
Same here, sir.
Sorry, that's because I'm a good golfer.
Oh, well, I was at one point, sir. I was decent, semi-decent. See, you can have the golf. I'll take the darts. There we go.
See my average the other night? I'm getting close to you, bud.
Are you guys seeing this comeback, by the way?
This is crazy.
Meredith and Mark missed 2 bulls and 6 darts, and now all of a sudden Dan has a shot for the win.
Yeah, Dan he needs 1 dart. Gets it in 1 dart. And it's a 1-0 scoreline for Ashley and Dan.
Yeah, what a big dart there for Dan, and what a comeback.
Yeah, that was huge. Thank you, Darachi Deshera, for that.
That was very aggressive, Nick. Very aggressive. Just kidding.
You need to calm it down, sir. Again, I love this. We get to see some 0-1. It is not every day that Will Stewart, Nick Teixeira, and I get to call an 0-1 match. So I always love it when it happens.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We're used to that cricket on the CSC Challenger Series, but
There's a big hat trick there from Dan Levine, allegedly. Yep, there it goes. Nick's showing us a different view from our remote streams. I'm over here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We got Mr. William Stewart near Wichita, Kansas, right?
Yep, smack dab right next to the airport.
And of course, Dirachi is in Davenport, Florida, the toilet bowl of Florida.
Oh, you're in Davenport now? You told me Orlando, and now it's Davenport?
Well, it's kind of like thing. I'm from Indianapolis. I'm actually from Fishers. Same thing.
Yeah, same difference.
That's suburbs. Think suburbs.
All right,
Sure.
Meredith, looking to get something done here. What's up?
I was just saying, I noticed on your Indie to the Point streaming that you're going to have Mr. Steve Brown on there.
Yeah, how about that? Brownie's going to be joining us.
That's pretty cool. A nice little legend there.
We've had a few at the castle. This will be another great one. Former WDF world #1, which is insane to say about a USA player.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him. I've not met him before. It's actually been really funny. My partner Jason usually runs our chat, and he has been like giving the other team stats on Steve Brown and stuff. And at one point, I'm like, "Man, are you just stalking Steve Brown? Like, is that what's happening here before?" Like, it's coming off as really creepy, Jason. You gotta love it.
Ashley coming up here with 214. Big bull would help. Get her down to a checkout area. There we go. Kevin's saying, how emotional were you watching Tiger walk up the 18th fairway at St. Andrews?
Yeah, you go first.
It's been coming and going for a while. I think we've seen lots of emotional moments from him. But, I mean, yeah, it's always kind of, especially at the home of golf, kind of, it was kind of like, oh, it's kind of like cool to see a nice crowd like that. But I don't think I was emotional myself.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't emotional. I found it cool that he got emotional because it's Tiger Woods, and emotions in him are not really one and the same typically. As Dan's looking at a 141 finish, we all know how great this is in steel tip. See how he does it here. Oh, he gets rid of that one first.
Oh, now do you go
Bullseye.
bull tops?
Bullseye.
You got to go bull tops.
Yep. There's no reason to do this any different in soft tip with a full bull.
Why are you thinking about it, Dan? There you
go.
go.
Tops for the match. Big 141 finish. Dan Levine, ladies and gentlemen.
That
was a bow, good sir.
Massive 141 finish. Because honestly, you think about it, 137 is totally doable.
Oh yeah,
Mark or Meredith, both of those players are definitely capable of hitting that.
Well, those finishes always seem very daunting when you're playing steel tip. And soft tip, when you have a full bowl, it makes them a little bit easier. It makes them a little bit more doable. If you can throw a bowl in there, it helps. As look at this. This is the Scuba Steve and Larry Kopp's show. As they are back in action. Game #1. Let's talk about this for a second, buddy. How amazingly smooth this is running with everyone remote, with a lot of talking back and forth having to happen between teams, between opponents, between all that, and just how quick they are rolling through matches. It's been very impressive.
Yeah, they're rolling through them pretty quick. I mean, honestly, what are we?
Hour and 15 minutes into it?
Yeah, hour and 15 minutes in, and I mean, we're already talking third, fourth round matchups here for some of these individuals. So yeah, I mean, we're rolling right along. There's always going to be a snag or two that arises at some point, but honestly, we're trekking along here for this triple elimination bracket.
Well, Also, I want to point out that this match that we're watching, the winner goes into the king seat match, which is a race to 4 format instead of a race to 2. So this is going to be the
Ooh,
last match before long format on the winner's side to decide who gets the king seat.
gotta love that. Long format. Here we come. And it's crazy. You have a race to 4 in the king seat match, and if you lose the next one if you lose that one and then lose the next one, you're playing a race to 1.
Oof.
It's
It's
amazing.
race. It's race to 1 on that backside, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that last the survivor bracket,
Wow. I
one
didn't
game.
see that. 1 game of cricket on that last chance format.
Yep.
Dirty. Dirty.
Is that second one in the bull? Yeah, that second one's in the bull. It counted as a single 9. So they're gonna have to go through and do the pictures and stuff. Yeah. I'm actually kind of interested to see how they do this. Apparently Nick's gonna try and make it more blurry first.
Yeah, let's say that's not helping
A good
anybody.
try. It
That's
was a
not
good
helping
try.
anybody.
I appreciated the idea. I'm gonna be honest with you. But now you've completely ruined the entire board, and now it's not even viewable. Just kidding.
Womp 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 womp.
So one of my contacts fell out the other night when I was sleeping, and I woke up and I was like, "Why does everything look like the board just looked?" Uh, I was freaking out there. I actually think I got to be legally blind without my contacts in. It's
It's
I
bad.
keep them in.
Same
Yeah, I
here.
keep them in all the time, so I don't really ever notice when they're out. But when they're out, it's like, oh boy, I see shapes,
Yeah.
and colors. That's about it.
If somebody robbed me when I didn't have my contacts on, I would be just completely worthless. There's a good series on Apple TV called See, where everybody's blind,
Oh,
and it's like, oh my goodness, when you think about it, if life was like that, it'd be so crazy.
well, boom goes the Wisconsin night for Scuba Steve Diker. I'm getting a 9 mark on the board to start off, and that's how I always start off after I hit the first 2 trip 20s. I'm going for the third. You got to go for the 180, right?
Even if you're sitting on like 170 or 180 left, just
Go for it.
just go for the bad boy.
It's cricket. It's the start at cricket. That's what I was talking about.
No, I mean honestly, there's no way anybody can top you if you hit a 9 mark on the 20s from the start. I mean that's the reality of the situation. There's some elite level players that'll say that when you talk about your CSC Challenger Series Division 1, there's no better start than 3 in that trip 20 bed.
That's an interesting thing because so many guys, so many different top level players do so many different ways on their start. If they hit the first 2 in the trip 20, they might move down and hit the trip 19. If they hit the first one in trip 20, they might go trip 19 and then trip 18. Like Soldier did
Yeah.
18 times in the finals. Rodney giving a broom goes the janitor for you.
Hey, there we go. Love it. Love it. I mean, my biggest thing with that one is there's no way anybody can topple you. I mean,
Right.
they're not going to hit 9 on the 19s and get a better score than you. That's my mentality on that one. Yeah, you're going to see, like, I think Gates was in that mindset in that final of let's hurry this game along because the more I sit here and play with it, Rick's more chances to kind of catch up on me. So.
No, you're absolutely right. You see, round 3 of the Open is over, and we got 2 players tied for the lead.
Look at Larry laughing at himself. He's like, "There's the dang double again on the start."
Well, I know that he likes double because there's times where he's shooting at it when he needs 2 marks, even when he has 3 darts left. But yeah, so Victor Hovland and Rory McIlroy are going to have a little battle tomorrow. They're 4
Hey,
ahead of everyone else.
that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
Who you rooting for out of those 2?
It'd be nice to see Rory get one.
Another one, you mean? Yeah.
Well,
Well, it'd be
when's
nice.
the last time he had one? I think 5 years ago.
For the Open, it's been a while,
Yeah.
maybe 10 years. But he's never won one at St. Andrews, which obviously is a different scenario altogether. Look at this from Scuba. Only a single bowl, Scuba? What are you doing? Where's the double when we need it? It is a 1-0 lead for Mark and Ryan, though.
I'm
Here
sure
is
Nick.
Ryan.
I'm
Sorry, go
sure
ahead.
Nick's gonna strangle us later when he's like, "You guys need to stop getting off topic here with all these different sports references." But do you see this Barracuda championship?
Here we go. My goodness. Well, let's see if Larry hits 2 bowls here first, and then we can talk about that Barracuda.
You can see Nick chuckling in the background, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna strangle you guys." Come on, Larry. Ooh.
That was different. I think he was going for the trip 20 on the second dart and hit the trip 18. I've done that many a time.
We've all had that slip happen from occasion to
When you
occasion here.
have to apologize to your opponent for doing it.
Mm.
My favorite is when someone shoots like what they're actually shooting at and they hit it and someone shells out, "Nice miss," from behind. That's always my favorite. And the only reason that's my favorite is I do that. All right, who is going to be playing in the king seat match? 1 bowl away is Scuba Steve and Larry from getting into a last league decider here in this one, but Mark and Ryan are staying there and staying scrappy. Need
Big
one more
boy.
for the point lead.
Big
Does
boy
it get the
saying,
point lead?
"Don't ever apologize. Just follow it with the same dart." Laugh out loud.
I like it because then it looks like you actually shot at it. That's smart. Wicked smart. But what if that one's already closed and you can't shoot the next dart at it? Gets a point there, and then puts in a few more points instead of going for the winning dart. That's an interesting one. What do you think?
Yeah, that
Puts
is very interesting.
trip 20 instead of just the bowl that's bigger. It almost just leaves the door open.
God, it is. I mean,
Not anymore.
yeah. Now they got the. He's talking to his friends, like, "Come on, man. How you gonna talk during my backstroke?"
I don't know what he's saying. He
It-
turned around to say something to someone. It's not his partner either. He's still turned around looking at someone back there. 6-2-3 for Scuba Steve. We've seen him on his A game so far today.
He's been playing well here as we go to 0-1.
We see Mustache in the chat here saying, I guess I will listen to you too."
Oh my God, this guy.
Oh.
Jeremy, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate it. Booyah
Yeah,
darts.
Jeremy, we love you. You
Yeah.
love us too. You stop it.
No, he kind of does. He kind of does.
Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from. We always love to see that. Oh, look at that. Trip 20 gets a start there for Scuba. That's twice we've seen him very clutch on the diddle for the last league decider. Jeremy says, about time Steve decides to shoot well. Big Ron Thompson from Indy saying, "What's up, fellas? What's up, buddy?" He was supposed to be at my wife's birthday party last night, but apparently bailed last second.
Ooh. They missed your one sleeve there, buddy.
Well,
You know that was a good one.
that was nice.
That was nice.
Speaking of nice, boom goes the Wisconsin Knights. Scuba Steve Diker again starts off 180. Back-to-back legs. We haven't mentioned it yet, but you like my new decoration in the back behind me there?
Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible as Mr. Sean Green shows off his TNT boom design. He's
that.
trying to point to it and he can't.
Nope, because I was blocked by the actual logo, and I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, that's good.
Larry does his job, closes the 19s and points again. Rodney's really trying to catch on the broom goes the janitor for you.
Love it. Love it. Let's keep it rolling. Kimberly also asking, hey, Will, how are things going today? We are doing well here. We can't thank you guys enough for joining us today for our coverage of PPD Nationals. Nice to
Absolutely.
kind of jump in here and do this. It's a little bit different from our normal, our normal CSE
Anything.
Challenger series or the live feeds that we normally do. So,
Yeah, and honestly, let's give a shout out to Nick Teixeira, I guess. He really does have the hard. He really does have the hard job today. He's looking at 8 screens. He's trying to make sure that we have stuff coming constantly, which we've had this entire stream, which has been very impressive because there have got to be times where we thought that this was not going to be the case. Actually, I know that there were times when we thought this wasn't going to be the case, like at 125 or so. But yeah, it's been great. So shout out, Nick. Great job, buddy.
Yeah, big shout out, Nick, to you. Also, big shout out to Dimitri Vandenberg. Dude's 7 for 8 on doubles right now.
That's pretty decent.
That's pretty decent. That's solid.
I feel like you saying good job to me and Dimitri Vandenberg in the same sentence makes me feel like I'm important when I'm not.
You're very, Nick. You're very important,
who you
buddy.
mentioned after.
You're very important, Nick. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Remember,
okay.
Somebody said you were a good commentator on our stream.
Yeah, that one person. They wrote a second comment saying it was muted, but that's all right. No, man of many talents, young buck Nick Teixeira.
Just 23 years young, man. Got a bright future, buddy.
He's going to be 23 forever for us, too. We're not even going to ask him when his birthday is.
My birthday the week before the comeback to the CSE, August 8th. Mondays and Wednesdays is when CSE is back. August 3rd is my birthday. No one cares about that.
So there you go. Dropping some knowledge. August 8th.
There
Write
you go.
it down. Write it down, folks.
That was Will putting it on his calendar now.
Well, that doesn't really work out well with Will, let's be honest there. I already got it written down, but I'm going to be coming back from Nashville that weekend or that week.
I was about to say that. I'm pretty sure that's not very good for me either, maybe.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I don't think that's good for either of us.
Yeah, can't you just have a different birthday? What's going on, buddy? How rude of you to put it on that. Again, guys, just a reminder, this is to get to the king seat where it will become a race to 4 all cricket format, which we are more than used to getting to that point in time. This is big. Winner side here, Division 1 of 30 divisions playing currently. These guys have already played 3 matches, and this has only been going on for an hour and a half total. That's impressive. Jeremy saying he's going to get Nick a birthday gift. Well, in that case, Jeremy, my birthday is October 17th. And you can just write that on down now. Will's trying not to laugh.
I was going to say something, but I kept my mouth shut.
Good. That's probably best now that I'm thinking about it.
It probably was. Let's be honest.
And as a reminder, we're sponsored by A to Z Darts. They are running a special right now. L Style is their brand of the month. So you can check them out on their homepage, A-to-Z-darts.com. Or A-Z-darts.com. I had to rethink about it, sorry. I didn't actually have a spiel made, so you know.
I'm pretty sure you can put in A-Z Darts and it'll figure it out on Google. No problem at all.
That's why we love that Google machine.
Big 9 mark there. As a broom goes the janitor for Rodney.
Boom goes the dynamite. Larry's got some work to do now just to keep the lead. He does. What's he going to do here? He likes doubles. That double 16's looking mighty enticing, especially compared to the trip 20 that's blocked there. You take a shot here, don't you?
Yeah, I think he's thinking about it. He's not going to take it. He's not going to take it.
He didn't, and he should have, because, it's completely blocked. It was stupid either way, but you're kind of rocking a hard place there, right?
Yeah, I think he was kind of looking at Steve like, Steve, what do I do? He's like, Steve probably told him, point, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, and I didn't mean stupid. I meant stupid like as a player. Like either option is not the right move there, but you have to do one of the two.
Yeah. Well, never mind. It's tied up 1-1. I mean, every dart really kind of counts there. So here we go, Steve. Point first.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
ideally.
now he's going to take it. He's got to take a look.
He's thinking about it, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. I think he's going to stay. He might stay. He's going to stay.
He did stay, and he hits it. It's always a great move when you hit it.
Well,
And
he looked
just
at
did.
he looked at it, he's like, I can put this kind of game out of hand here and make it really tough unless they hit a 9 mark.
Which Ryan Brogan just did the round before. So, and he's up now. That was a tough decision.
Really, really tough decision there. And honestly, 2 big triples would have put him within grasp of that lead.
Oh, Larry.
That's massive, and he knows it as he kind of puts his hand to his head.
Yeah, that opens up the door. But it only hurts him if it actually hurts him. I always say there's no reason to be upset until there's a reason to be upset.
You're seeing this deal from Chad saying, got any patches, Will? If you want looking for some USA Darts patches, you can head on over to usadarts.live. We have them there, and we got free shipping on those bad boys.
Oh, and he does it right back. He leaves the single 20.
That's difficult right there because look at this.
In a
He's
1-1
gonna pop it.
scoreline.
Go right down to it. Yep.
Back
up. Smart darts there from Steve. He just takes it out and says, all right, I'm done playing with this.
All right. Close a 20 at some point here in the round. Yep, there they go. A triple here would be nice. Or a double. Can't hit a triple.
Triple that bull there, bud.
You hit that triple bull, I'm telling you what. Someone's going to be calling you a cheater. Oh, that's a brutal first dart. That is hanging right on top of that bull. It's going to be tough for Larry to find an opening.
You're beyond you quick for that one.
Yeah, Jeremy, it's a thing in my mind.
There was a triple bull event in Jefferson, Iowa. I was able to stream that one. That was my first event I ever streamed live.
There's one bull. He cannot take it down now. So Scuba 2 bulls away from a date with Mr. Kenny Doyle and Chris Jones as they are waiting in that king seat match for the winner of this one. And there it is, Scuba Steve Diger. Only a 4.96.
Nicely done to those 2 individuals. They will advance to that king seat match,
where they will take on Kenny Doyle. And Kenny and Chris are both in the 10K prize pool. Scuba Steve is in the 6K prize pool.
Wow. Money to be had here on a PPD Nationals day here. For partners promoting darts.
And we are looking to bring it on over back to Arizona here as they're going into a last leg decider here, it looks like. Or maybe it's just, nope, second game. Game 2.
There we go.
Yeah, Demi's up 9-2 on Callan.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I don't think Callan showed up quite for this one because he was averaging like mid 80s. So it's kind of a swing and a miss for this go around for Callan.
All right, so this is Dave Budzowski and Chad Pint taking on. Nope, wrong one. Reverse. Let's try that again. This is Tate Worthington and Chad Knert taking on Alvanita and Chris.
Just a heads up, as soon as that King C match gets going for Division 1, we're going to be hopping back over there to watch more Scuba Steve action.
Cool. Because that's going to be a good one between Nick and Chris. Or, sorry, not Nick and Chris. Chris and Kenny.
Yep. Yep, and this is a loser side match.
And just a quick
one loss.
Quick reminder, this is the South Dakota team with Tate and Chad, and they're automatic vendors of Sioux Falls. And for Chris and Alvanita, they're Troy Vending out of Arizona.
Okay, and Chad and Tate are both in the 4K prize pool, as is Alvanita. Chris is in the 1K. And for those of you wondering what that bonus pool means, depending on your all-star rank for PPD, you are put into a bonus pool. You split that money with, if you finish the highest out of anyone else in your bonus pool, or tie the highest out of people in your bonus pool, you will take down that pot. And there's a 10K, an 8K, a 6K, a 4K, a 2K, and a 1K, I believe.
Man.
And it could just be lying. But look at this, back-to-back hat tricks between these two teams. And Miss Alvanita's going to look at 92 to win this thing 2-0. Open out. This is Division 4. Ooh, that's an unlucky dart there to give her a 10. Leaves the single dart finish, but Chad's going to look.
Dimitri just hit a 12 dart leg, 137. I think he just averaged over 100.
Well, there you go.
Oh, my goodness. Good stuff here. Chris
is going to get to look at the 54 for the match.
Taking a second as he looked at the floor, as he knew once he was going to get a dart, he kind of looked down at the floor and kind of thought to himself there for just a second.
He does that during big moments sometimes, and I like that.
I do too. I've always been that kind of person. As he goes for the 8, he went for the 54.
Yeah, it's open out.
Okay.
Got the double bowl on the last one, though, and that's all that matters, and that's a 2-0 victory for Alvanita and Chris. And he does a crazy wave into the camera there. That was a little flaily if I've ever seen anything like that. They will take on Stu Dietz and Dan Clark from Pennsylvania next in the loser side. And Chad and Tate are not out yet. They are just moving over into the last chance bracket.
And back over to Dan and Ashley. So that's Division 11.
This is the one I was trying to mention earlier, I believe. Yeah, Chad and Dave. Chad Pint and Dave Badowski. That was Chad winning that one. Got a 180 for the start here. Is it? Oh, this is game 1. Yep, game 1 just started.
I was just about to say, I think it just started because it's the 3:01 start time here on our Compy Sport. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, they were just kind of waiting to get everybody in on the game screen.
And this is live from Woodchucks in Wisconsin. And this is the famous board right by the bathrooms. So you might see some people walking back and forth. We haven't yet, which is kind of nice.
Well, I think there was a big difference. I mean, it is Saturday, 3:00. When we were streaming this bad boy, everybody was there for Dan to celebrate him, and he packed the place. Let me tell you what, when you're packed and the beverages are flowing, I think people are gonna have to use that outhouse every so often.
Absolutely. Second one off the board there. That looked a little unlucky, but gets a trip on the last one. Ashley's really impressed me. She's a good dart player. Yeah,
she really is. I mean, she's got a good teacher there, if Dan is considered one, I guess.
I would assume so. I would assume that that's probably who she learns from. Dan kind of did a couple different strategies there, and I think that's why he's shaking his head. He went 18s, expecting to hit the triple on the first start just to open up another wedge, and then decided to go close the 19s on dart 2 after only hitting a single on the first one on the 18s. If you're going to pick a strategy, pick one strategy. That's one rule of thumb. Don't try and do a different strategy after the first start.
Yeah, you certainly can't switch around and hope that you're going to find the best strategy as you go. You got to pick one and go from the very beginning.
Yeah, because then at that point you're like John Bon Jovi. You're living on a prayer.
Touche on that one.
I've been watching Ted Lasso, so I've come up with some zingers.
Oh yeah, them are some good ones indeed.
That one was not from Ted though. That was me.
If you are an Apple TV fan, check out For All Mankind as well. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll put it on my list.
Yeah, if you're kind of into the space development kind of side of things.
All right. I don't know if I am or not, but I'll watch it anyway. See what happens.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. There's the old bathroom.
There we are, taking a little bathroom break.
I knew that was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, I kind of jinxed it, didn't I?
Yep, you did. You certainly did.
People talk about a commentator's curse, but they don't think of that commentator's curse. Luckily, though, it was just Ashley, so it's fine. I guess when you only have 30 seconds to shoot, you really you can't really take a bathroom break during the match.
That's the tough side of things. You got to really go in between everything and do what you need to do. Step outside if you need to, and come back into things, especially for a long day like this one. I mean, when you're talking triple elimination, it's very easy for one or two matches to kind of if there's an extended amount of time in between, you can find a lapse, find a lull.
Well, that was an open round there from Dan Levine. I don't think I've ever said that before in any match that I've ever watched of him. He did hit 3 triples, but they were the neighbors. Door still left open, though, for Ashley to point those 18s. She needs a lot of them. Oh, only gets one of them. So now we'll see if Chad can just close this down right here. There they go. There goes the 17s as well. And he tried to take down the 16s, unable to do it. Tim Neal, how are you doing, sir? How's LA treating you, buddy? He is there for work, unless he's come home already. He might come home already.
He's a big traveler, huh?
He travels for work. It's part of his job. He goes in and sets up, I believe, the electric side of things for businesses that are opening up and buildings being built, those types of things. He is home. Sorry to hear that. Dun 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 dun. ESPN.
Oops. It's just a Royals notification. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you should probably turn those off.
Yeah.
Nobody needs a Royals notification.
Yeah, I really need to, because honestly, at this point, it's just a lost cause.
Jennifer
Pitts be another 30 years.
Is asking, does one of the teams have cameras for the Division III King of the Hill match? That one we do not know, but we'll put our man Nick on it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and check kind of the background. That's the thing. We're kind of at the mercy of, where everybody is. It looks like Hunter. Hunter Van Beek.
Well, they should, if I'm not mistaken.
Madison?
But again, it all just depends on where they play. Yeah, Hunter and Madison.
Yeah, if they're playing at, I can't remember the bar that Hanish is out of.
They're playing at Thirsties.
Kyle.
Yeah, they're playing at Thirsties. It just depends on if they're on the streaming board. Like, there's actually a lot of different things that we have to
And they'll be
keep
playing
in mind.
Corey Kramer and Chris Marsh. Corey Kramer, I actually know he was the doubles Division I champion at Whammo. Remember him?
Yeah, I absolutely remember.
Yeah. Him and Rob Speth.
Yep. That we said wrong the whole time.
Yep, exactly. We'll see if we can get it figured out, though. I mean, Nick will let us know in the meantime. But for right now, our plan is to keep it on for the Division I.
Well, and
King
also, that's the other part of it that Nick is letting us know here in the background is that, unfortunately, a lot of the camera locations that we even have aren't working currently because of the down system.
Ah, okay. So we're kind of at the mercy of that too. Unfortunately, that's kind of the nature of the biz when you've got so many locations and you got to rely on everything working.
Chad and Dave took that first game, and we are here in the 0-1 game. And Dan starting off with a hat trick. Ricky Bobby in there, throwing in his cheesehead symbols. Of course, Wisconsinite himself. I got to meet him at Whammo. Super nice guy. Nick, one of these times we're going to talk about your background, buddy. It's a little sad. Your computer background. I don't know. Every once in a while it flashes to like a lady sitting in a windowsill at nighttime watching a plane go by.
Don't give his secrets out, buddy. He's so confused. He's like, that one.
That'd be it.
I like it. Get back.
I like how he tried to act like he had no idea what we're talking about when it actually is his background of his computer. I was not wrong. Dan tried to set it up with trip 19 on dart number 2, but hits the bowl, leaves 152. That is a finish. Of course, Chad and Dave are well behind here in this leg. The last leg decider will be cricket if it does go to that last leg decider after the diddle. John Henderson, you can find the bracket on CompuSport. If you search PPD major tournaments, they are all listed right there. Every division, from Division 1 to Division 30.
Every single division, which is awesome. And I mean, like we mentioned earlier, we were saying 15 in each bracket times 30. I mean, you're talking 900 players, but actually it's 900 plus.
Yeah, because there's 16 teams in some of them.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, to have that amount of players here playing currently at all these different bars is it's nice for the bars because they're getting a little money. It's nice for the PPD. It's nice for these players because they're gaining the experience and getting those games in to qualify for other events. Plus the bonus pool.
Oh my gosh. I love the comment. Do you see what Peter Wright is wearing? He's got banana pants on.
Oh my gosh. Somebody. No.
It is cool. I knew it.
Nope.
I knew it was cool. Thanks, Eric, for that.
Nope.
I feel good now.
Nope.
All right.
Terrible.
Double 13. Or single 14 now. And this is a big moment here with your opponent on 81. Very, very doable out. And it's a double, unfortunately, and that will bust it. So the 81 will get a chance to go, and that will actually, this is for the match. See if Dave can hit it. 14 will leave the bowl. He doesn't hit the big 14, so he will not get a look at the out. Dan's going to breathe a little sigh of relief. They were way ahead in this leg just like a minute and a half ago.
The 2 13s. There he goes.
There they go. 13 is his lucky number right now as it's a 1-1 score line.
I am just so dumbfounded by this ugly combo.
Well, the overall outfit's real hideous, but
this is it's really
the
atrocious.
banana pants are great. If you don't think I'm not buying those for Vegas next year, you are sadly Sadly correct, because they're probably over $100. Dan Levine can't lose this diddle, but it can be tied by Chad. And not anymore. Now get rid of those 2 darts real quick, and let's move on. Dan Levine and Ashley Banker will get the start here in this last leg decider. Look at that. There's people actually agreeing with you for the pants being silly. It's not the pants. It's with the shirt. The shirt is crazy.
I mean, if it was like a standard top, yeah, but anything he does is not going to be standard. But I mean, it doesn't match.
And then he uses the plainest version of his darts, I think, ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Oh, man.
All right, Dan Levine here. Only a 3 mark to start. And I know that's weird to say out loud, only a 3 mark, but that is going to be the case for these, even in Division 11 or Division 4, Division 3, Division 30. I'm probably going to be saying it, which, by the way, Division 30, the lovely Amy Plagman, who is in that 10K prize pool, she's still on the winner's side right now in Division 30.
Nice.
So all divisions, it does not matter your skill level. You have a chance at this money just as much as the Division 1 players do. That is the beauty of this. Yeah, they get the CSE Challenger Series and the CSI in TOC and the finale in TOC. But there's so many different ways to get yourself some money playing PPD leagues. Get involved. dartstoc.com. Check out the map. It'll tell you what locations have G3 boards that are PPD boards. As a boom goes the Wisconsinite, Dan Levine. Get you some. Starts off 3 mark and then goes 9 mark right after that. Trip 17 first for Chad. But yeah, get involved. Get involved in PPD, guys. You need to. I did that without a little spiel thing in front of me, too. I didn't read anything.
Good job. Good job, buddy. Impressed.
John says, fastest customer service ever. You, sir, are welcome. It's a beautiful thing about just being able to read your comment and just use my voice to talk to you.
That voice is getting a little popular, my bud, here as
Oh, don't start
getting
with me
around,
now.
man. Getting around. CDC, CFC, PDC.
No, not PDC. If that was the case, I wouldn't be talking to you losers anymore. No.
Goodness. Oh, yeah. No, you're doing a great job, man. Congratulations to your success.
No, I appreciate that a lot. And honestly, without you guys, that doesn't happen. Without my partners at To The Point Streaming, it doesn't happen. You guys make me better every single time I do these. So thank you both for that. You also, I'm also a lot of places because of you, Will, because you're a lot of places with USA Darts and everything that you do.
Hey,
Speaking of which, tomorrow night, we're going to get to see each other again. You haven't even mentioned it once. It's been like 2 hours into this thing.
Hey, because we're chugging along here. It should be fun. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to have a bullshitting podcast on USA Darts. So yeah, me and Sean Green, we're going to be discussing the match play, women's match play, senior darts, so much more. So yeah, check it out.
Great.
Check it out. Appreciate you, Nick. That's awesome.
Dan Levine. Ooh, I was surprised he went the trip 17 on dart 2. He must have been blocked on that first dart. There's no other reason for that, being down that many points. And the trip 15 is almost a dagger from Chad. Big darts from Chad there. Ashley has a lot of work left, or else they're going to find themselves in the Survivor last chance bracket. Gets 2 bowls. She did her job there. And we have Dave just going for kill shots. went all points on all 3 of those darts there.
Yeah, he did.
Which, when you have Dan Levine following, it's kind of not a dumb play.
No, not at all. I mean, you're just trying to halt him from doing anything next when he comes up, and they did that successfully. So here is 3 at the Bulls. Oh,
Nope.
no, they're going to continue on at the 15s. What?
That's different.
I would say so as well. He's saying, "Good job." Yeah.
Yeah, Dan's not happy about that. You could see it there. Yeah, that's not a. That's a weird choice. Of course, Chad and Dave can have the argument. You close them if you don't want us to point them. But listen, there's a lot of money on the line here. You're trying to win.
Yeah, I don't know. Myself,
I don't
at
agree
least
with the
take a
move.
look. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with the move. Like maybe last start, go for it, but you don't. Yeah, there's no reason to overpoint like that, especially when you're going to hit all 3 bulls. Nope, only gets 2 of them. That's why you point. Dan's still sitting down here. He's still, I think, stewing over the decision made by his opponents. He might be just waiting on him here.
He may just let it tick on down. So
Yeah,
if you're going to do that, I'm just going to let it tick on down.
Oh, he does stand up. I like that. Gets it down to the 10-second mark. He's just going to take his time. He's going to make them wait as long as possible to win this because they're making them wait as long as possible for them to lose it. Yep, and he's going to go back and sit down again. Man, this is a boss move from Dan Levine.
I mean, honestly, it kind of is. It's kind of like, okay, you want to do this? We're going to do this. And you're going to wait.
And he actually has a chance to take the point lead if he goes double bull again.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of one of those things is you can see the other opponents of the game screen at the last couple of times they were right at the line, ready to go.
Yep.
So,
yeah, he's slow playing them.
Yep.
This is interesting. We're seeing this firsthand, kind of a little bit of gamesmanship.
Yeah, we're both kind of like, can't tell if I like it or not. I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
It's so hard not to like it. I don't know what to tell you. There it goes. Chris takes it out. That's going to have a sour taste in their mouth for both teams, I think, at the end of that. I think Chad's going to look back on that at the end, and especially he had the highest point total, too. He was the one who hit the 3 single 15s there when he didn't really need to. Yeah, it is what it is. It's over with.
Yep.
We're going to move on from it. Exactly. The chat loves it. I can tell you that.
I'm glad we honestly caught that live on air. I mean, someone say, I don't know about this, but yeah, I think it's kind of one of those things. It's like it was obviously one of those moves. It was a questionable move to stay on the 15s, and Dan was just kind of letting him know his disapproval on that one. So ways of doing that.
You can't talk to him like face to face or anything like that. It's not like you're playing the same location. You can't tell him how you feel in the moment. So he told him how he felt the way he could. Just making him wait.
Make him wait. Here's Chris Watson as we head back on over to Division 4.
Yep, they're still rolling in that. This is the loser side, or the one-loss side, I guess is what we call this. And again, to point out the amount of money that's at stake for both these teams, as the first leg goes to Dan and Stu. Dan's in the 6K. Stu's in the 4K. Alvanita's in the 4K, and Chris is in the 1K prize or bonus pool. And again, you split that if you win your division or you're the highest finishing, tied with the highest finishing or the highest finisher in your bonus pool, you split that money. And that can be a lot of money.
Certainly can't be a lot of money. You talk about those higher bonus pools. I mean, 10K between 4 people. I mean, $2,500 sounds good to me.
Yeah, to say the least. I'd be all for that. And Dan and Stu actually just took out 2 players in the 10K prize pool and took them out to the last chance bracket. So there's a lot of money at stake here, guys. There's not too many players in any of these divisions that don't have a number with a K behind it. Kevin Shaver saying, I want to be in on that group chat message. I'm sure Carly is getting a text about it. I don't know. I bet that was the end of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Dan did what he wanted to do to let him know how he felt. They're not going to sit there and be rude to each other. That's part of the bylaws anyway. I think he did it the way that he could do it.
And that's the thing is that he knew that there's nothing he could do like text wise or anything to say anything. He just was like, okay, I'll handle this way, and then we'll do it. So no, I'm unhappy about it, and yeah, is what it is.
Well, and here's something to think about. This is Division 4. Alvanita and Chris lost the very first match that they played out the gate to Larry Colburn and David Rees, and they are actually playing for the king seat right now of Division 4. So David and Larry. So they lost to a pretty darn good team right out the gate.
Wow. Even your Division 30 right now is in the king seat.
Yeah, this is rolling, I think, way faster than originally
anticipated.
thought.
Yeah. I mean, even 25 is in their king seat. Once you start going into the loser side, that's when things will kind of start stringing out on you a little bit. But still, pretty impressive when most of our brackets are already in the king seat.
I mean, yeah, it's going so quick, guys.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah. Every bracket I'm looked at right now, over the 6 that I've just looked at, are all in the king seat area. This though, Peter Wright is rocking, I think, some Condor flights.
Yeah, I hadn't actually noticed that. There's a few players that are now starting to kind of switch over to that single stem flight combo, which is really interesting because I feel like most of those PDC players use those very standard flights and shafts, and we're seeing a kind of a shift here to that more L style, Cosmo, Condor,
even QSOL.
QSOL.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
we're starting to see it.
And that's the thing is I've kind of moved to that one piece system. I've kind of I'm using the QSOL system on my soft tip for a little bit just to try it out. Yeah, I mean those things are pretty impressive. You look at Matt Campbell; he recently just got his Condor flight released. Nice looking flight as well.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that. Those look nice. Those look real nice. And how about that picture of him too? He looks so snazzy.
He does. That's not the Matt Campbell you and I know.
Oh, Mike Redmond. I know. Mike Redmond says the team they lost to are from the same bar. They're both from bull shooters, so that's impressive too. Now that'd be a weird one for me to be playing a remote tournament against a team at the same bar as you on different boards. Like that just seems very different.
You can play on the same board if it's at the same bar. You're allowed to.
Really? Mm-hmm. I kind of would prefer that myself. It would be a fun change.
Yeah.
The problem is you'll see with like players like Kenny when they talk about the logistics and something like that, is that you're playing in a remote mindset where they can't hear you. You can celebrate, talk strategy out loud. All of a sudden you're playing with the person next to you on the same board. It could actually mess up momentum, and sometimes they prefer to still stay on their own boards, opposite sides of the bar, everything like that.
It would be definitely difficult because you could definitely look over and be like, hey, cut that out.
Yeah, just think of Dan Levine was in the same location as his opponents there.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
When you're playing nationals, you're cheering for everybody in the bar, right? Because more than likely you're in different divisions. And so it's like you're a team the whole day, and then all of a sudden you're playing against the person that you've been cheering for the whole day. It gets a little dicey.
I like it. I like all this little extra stuff. Nick, if you're playing in PPD Nationals and you're playing against someone at the same bar, are you moving to the same board as them, or are you staying up far away yourself?
I do. I personally have.
You do what?
I play on the
You
same
haven't
board.
actually given an
I,
answer. Okay.
I will bring them over to my board and play with me, or go even to their board. It's never something that's bothered me, and if anything, takes pressure off it because it almost feels like you're practicing because it's not remote. It just feels like you're playing a different match altogether. But I will say, as this event progresses, and you guys already called it out earlier, the pressure gets very intense. I've gotten triple dipped in one of these finals before, and like a Division 3 finals, got triple dipped because I couldn't stop shaking because you know that you could potentially win a couple grand minimum.
There you go. That's a beautiful thing about having Dirachi himself behind the scenes, is he can give us some real insight in playing these that Will and I have not had the pleasure of doing.
How about this for Mike Redmond? I think they played separate boards. However, we had 14 doubles teams out of shooters today.
And that's one of the few locations that can house all 14 of those double teams on different boards.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so impressive.
Yeah.
All right, so
insane.
I wanted to ask you this. Up earlier, Randy Robinson says, watch them 9 the 15s, like during that same situation. If that happens, and they don't shoot that single bowl to win the match, and they decide to go points 19s or 15s again, then what happens?
I'm taking out that board is what's going to happen. That board is no longer. I'm going to. Never mind. I'm not saying that. Never mind. I'm not saying that.
Look at how lucky the Banana Pants are. 5-0 lead for Peter Wright.
I'm telling you.
It's got to be the pants.
It's definitely not that atrocious shirt, let me tell you. Awful.
Oh, man.
Awful.
What a great day for darts, for sports. This has been wonderful, man. As we have a 1-1 scoreline here. Last leg decider. Miss Alvanita unfortunately misses there. So Dan Clark looking at the 16s. Closes it, but gives Chris a little bit of an opening here. A 9 mark goes a long way. And we know Chris Watson can hit those. Yes, as Dan and Stu are playing Alvanita and Chris. There's one of them.
Yeah, there's a big triple there. Oh, just on the outside of another one.
Yeah, he's actually going to be a little bit disappointed about that 5 mark after the first one went in. Brandon was asking who Peter Wright was playing. Yeah, Razma. Madar's Razma.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a guy you got to watch out for, too, because he kind of does some antics that's a little bit unusual. He really steps off to that right-hand side and kind of comes at the Aki at a weird angle. Can kind of cause for a couple weird happenings when you're when one person's walking the board, he's walking back. Yeah.
Well, he just said thank God because he won a leg, so that's nice. Good for him, I guess.
Look,
Look,
good for you. I was about to say good.
Dan just kind of missed through there. He started to throw the dart and then stopped himself and then hits the triple anyway. What a stop.
I was just about to say good for all you guys tuning in because we're still rolling with 100 people here on all our platforms, so that's good to see.
And have yet to actually have a single break in any of the action. We've just gone rapid fire. Our man behind the scenes, Nick, has been just phenomenal with all this.
Yeah, we anticipated kind of just starting off with a couple matches and then taking a little break and trying to figure it out from there, but he's been pretty good about just keeping it going.
Yeah, we have like ads set up and stuff. We talking about stopping the stream if we didn't get matches in time, and there we go. One more bowl will do it for Stu, and that will do it. They will move Alvanita and Chris to the last chance bracket. So Dan and Stu still rolling.
And a reminder, that last chance bracket is a 1-leg shootout, folks. So definitely some dicey darts can be thrown in that last leg decider. Or sorry, that last or that 1-leg format.
You gotta love it.
actually, we're seeing some one-leggers being played out already in all our divisions. It looks like Division 1 right now. I'm having a couple already happening.
Yeah, this has been way more shocking to me as far as like speed, how quickly everything's gone than I was expecting. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I 100% agree because I was really nervous. I was like, man, we're gonna be here probably till 10:30 tonight, and I was like, there's no way that this thing's gonna not last this long. And sure enough, we're rolling right along. As actually, it looks like our Division 3 King seed is already played out, and Hunter and Madison will go to the loser side as Chris and Corey are your King seat holders. So Chris Martz, Corey Kramer of Cage House Vending are your King seat holders in Division 3.
And we're getting our first look here at another location. Ashley and Leslie taking on Michael and Mindy.
What
Nick,
division
yeah.
is this?
Nick, give us some stuff.
26, it looks like.
Division 26 out of all seasons.
Wow. So we're going to Washington.
Well, actually, we're about to jump right back to Division 1 because they're about to get going now. So, unfortunately, sorry to Michael and Mindy there.
It was a great attempt, though. Let me tell you what, buddy. It was a great attempt. Michael and Mindy, and that's actually a last leg decider match is what that was. So, yeah, they were Washington and Texas. So we'll give them a little love, but headed back to Division 1.
Yeah, let's look at this here because we have Scuba Steve Diker, his partner Larry Cops are taking on, well, you know him.
Yeah.
That's
the Santa Claus man.
Yeah. The man of few words, but of many great darts, Mr. Kenny Doyle.
The legend.
And Chris Jones, his partner, who's actually the captain of the team, which is really funny. He makes Chris do everything. If you're going to play with me, you're going to do all the work. All right, cool.
You said it better than someone that's played with him could have put it.
And I have not played with Kenny in any of these before. I can be the first person to tell you that he would not pick me. So, yep, and look at Kenny. Kenny doing a little bit of a different strategy here. I think he tried to start off White Horse. Doesn't do it. And we'll see what Scuba does. 18s.
One of the things you're going to notice about Kenny Doyle's play, and a lot of the top shots when they're doing a very high average with a lower average player, when you're playing Kenny Doyle, you can't be more than a 2-5 to fit in the cap. So you're going to notice he plays really aggressive. He's going to go for really wide opens and have Chris Jones go for basic points, 2 mark closes, and everything else. He's going to go wide. And while on the other end, Scuba Steve, his partner's a little bit more consistent. He can play a little bit more conservative and have his partner go for some of the big shots.
Well, there you go. That great insight there from young Buck Nixtera. And you're absolutely right. Although Larry only gets 118. Yeah, Chris actually looks like a little ball energy. She does there. There's Kenny. Yep.
Boom, boom, as they say. Go ahead and finish it off.
Boom goes the dynamite. Kenny Doyle, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Kenny got invited to the ESPN thing, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, 32 players in all for that bad boy. So, excited.
I'd put some good money on him being on the ESPN broadcast.
Yeah, very well could happen.
Depending on his bracket draw. Soldier's going to be there as well. All the top shots we've ever seen are going to be there. That's going to be awesome. Minus a few of those PDC guys.
But it's just a few.
Barb Harris is here. What's up, Barb?
Hey, Barb.
Sure,
Thanks
she's playing today.
Us. Yeah, I'm not sure if she is or not. You'd think she would be.
Yeah, I don't know why I made that assumption just out of nowhere. Maybe because I haven't seen her yet. Becky saying, let's go Scuba and Larry. Who you guys rooting for here? Let us know in the in our chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from, too. We always love to see that. It's been a while since we've checked in with y'all. Sorry about that again, Will. I'm saying y'all.
Hey, it's okay.
I don't even know why
Country
I'm
boys
doing it.
can't survive.
What? Barb is camping, actually, so...
Yeah, she's
That
an
is-
avid. Her and
Royal?
yeah, I was about to say her lovely husband Royal are avid campers. So that's kind of what they do during the summer: get around and camp.
Hey, there's Royal in there. They're both watching on separate devices. That's why we love them.
Love it.
Aaron tuning in from Evansville, Indiana. Carly right away goes, Country Boy Can Survive. Who was that? Will. That was Will.
Well, I was just calling out Mr. Y'all over here. He's dropped it now twice in this
Carly,
chat.
you were supposed to not be watching anymore. Gosh.
Yeah.
Look at this battle we got brewing. Oh, Steve tried to take a little bit of a chance. Does not do it. As Miss Chris Jones is going to try and put some damage in here. You can tell what Kenny has told her to do. Point. Point, 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 point. If the biggest number that we have left, point it. I'll close them in one dart. Larry's going to have to start picking it up a little bit off in this leg, and it unfortunately is making all the difference right now. This is the king seat match for Division 1. PPD Nationals. Live from everywhere, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, no kidding. Everywhere is almost an understatement. It's literally, we've got a ton of players and a ton of matches going on right now. Like we said, over 900 players playing today.
Yeah. I think it actually ends up being over 1,000 when it's all said and done. Not positive, but I think that might be the case.
Yeah, you think we got to be pretty close.
Throughout the weekend, there's well over 1,000 players playing this weekend.
Oh, definitely. When you include the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday, so the singles, the doubles, and the triples events, yeah, there's no way we're not in the thousands. Larry Copp's looking for a bowl here.
He does not get one, and you can see he's starting to get a little bit frustrated with himself. He does. Have you noticed his interesting thing that he does?
Yeah, he's got that extra dart. I was wondering if you're going to pull that out because I just noticed it myself. I think that's the first really good look that we've seen at it. He has that extra dart in his hand.
Well, Kenny Doyle just closed his eyes and went double bowl to win that leg. So 1-0 lead. 1-0 lead here. It is a race to 4, ladies and gentlemen, here in this king seat match. As a reminder, all cricket race to 4. Right, Nick?
Exactly, and it's going to be loser starts.
Okay. There you go. Scuba starting it off with a 6 mark. Usually enough, but probably not against Kenny. Only a 5 mark for Kenny Doyle. And yes, I am going to use those things like only a 5 mark. It's really weird to say. I still don't know why I say it, why it comes out of my mouth. Or the fact that I have the opportunity to say that and have it be true is insane. All right.
Chris looking for another 19 here.
Yep, just trying to do her job of hitting some marks every round. She's doing it fantastically. Scuba, see if he... Yeah, he moved back up. He knows who's following him. Gets a 5 mark.
Smart decision there.
A side port fest. Wish you were you both could join us. Nick, you're not invited. Did you hear that?
Yep.
That's all I heard out of Barb. Nick's not invited.
I know Barb loves you guys. I've heard plenty about it and how much you guys love her every time you guys, right before the stream. I hope Barb's going to be here today. All we want is Barb and Jacob Worthy. That's all we want.
Well, I've got an empty bottle for Royal to fill next time I go up there. That's for sure.
Samesies. Yeah, and I see that.
Samesies.
Yeah, unfortunately, Larry is just off. I don't know if it's nerves of the king seat. I don't know if it's nerves of playing against Kenny Doyle and thinking that you kind of have to do more than you typically would. I'm sure some of that leads into it. I'm not going to read as much into it.
I think some of it's just the plateaus of a day of darts. I mean, you're going to have it's a roller coaster ride. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your down moments. I mean, it's not always going to be an up, or on the uphill, as I say. So,
I don't know. Have you met Kenny Doyle?
Some people do seem to have a little better handle on things than others. But look at this. Yeah, just a single mark for that. That's crazy.
There was his down. That was his one down valley. That one game there.
That one little round at the board was the single time we will ever see Kenny hit a single mark.
And Larry is almost just resigned to the fact that he's going to miss, and that's never a good thing. He's nodded his head yes after the trip 7 on the second dart. And Chris is doing great work to keep the point lead, and she's doing her job tremendously right now. Scuba does get that trip on dart 2 and stays there. 7 mark for Scuba. He's going to need to start throwing in some 9s. Or Larry's just going to have to start doing what Larry can do. We've seen Larry play very well so far today. But Kenny Doyle. Only a single 5 on the last dart. Only a 6 mark. You were expecting it too, weren't you, bud?
Yeah, I was expecting a little more than that.
Like 3 more?
Yep.
There's Larry. And he hits the trip 19 on dart number 3 and says, yeah, about time. I didn't say that. He said that. I saw it. And Chris takes out the 20s, dart 1, and gets 2 18s. Chris is throwing phenomenal darts. When this is happening, it's going to be tough to beat Kenny and Chris.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it just...
Boom goes the Wisconsinite.
And
you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. It's just you're going to have to pull everything you got out of your bag to beat Kenny.
Especially with a partner that's scoring.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Jacob Worthy. It's about time. Gets in there. Afternoon, gents. Great to hear your voices. Great to see your typing. I think that's what I'm supposed to say, right? And then
yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah, Chris saying Larry needs to capitalize. You're absolutely right. There just needs to... He can play. He can do everything that he needs to do. He's just kind of getting into it a little bit. But there's a long format match. Race to 4. All cricket. There's a trip 16 from Kenny. He's going to look to... No, he tried to close the 18s and did not even close the 18s on the second dart with a single 1. So even the great Kenny Doyle can be human every once in a while. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that? Not me. Larry just taking a second here before he gets after it.
I like that. Those first 2 darts were not close for him. And he knows that he just needs to settle in a little bit. Von Pinkin's in there saying, let's go, Chris. Vaughn also from that Florida area. Although, Vaughn, you're living in Thailand, is that right? Am I thinking that correctly?
Not quite. He doesn't. He likes to travel around though. Vaughn, fun
Okay.
fact, used to be a roommate of my father and I when we had our little dart household for a while.
Sorry about that, Vaughn.
Oh,
Very, very sorry.
That's the correct interpretation there. But he's a very phenomenal shot. Just doesn't get the time off of work to play enough.
Well, there you go. All right, Larry, 3 bowls away. Otherwise, he's going to give Chris a look at it. And with the way Chris has been throwing, you don't want to give Chris a look at it.
No, you do not.
I kind of like where that first dart's sitting, though. I don't
Not
like where that
one.
second one is.
Yeah, not that one. That's no good.
And the third one, he gets the weight correct, but unfortunately not the towards. Chris cannot win it now. So Scuba, all you need is a hat trick, buddy. We've seen Scuba Steve do some crazy things. This is not too difficult for him. And he does hit the hat trick. Happy I didn't jinx him there. 5.0 and a victory. 1-1 is the scoreline. Race to 4.
Yeah, a little bit different than what we've been seeing. A little instead of that race to 2 format, it's a race to 4. So a little added couple of legs.
Also, just a heads up, Chris and Alavanta did take 9th place in Division 4.
Wow. Such a good team in Division 4 as boom goes the dynamite. Kenny Doyle. 2 trip 20s and a trip 19. And Scuba only gets a 3 mark, and you could tell that last start left his hand way, way, way early. He tried to lean into that last one. Little Wisconsin versus Florida battle brewing right now.
Brewing it up.
And there is Kenny's words of advice. Point. Point, point, point. And Larry looking to point himself here on the 18s. I think he missed by 2 and hit that trip 20, which is not a bad miss. Yeah, he's starting to get wilder, actually, which is not a good sign. He's trying to battle through it. See if he can. He's going to need to.
Yeah, Kenny's going to take advantage here, though. Down to the 17s. Yeah, collects on that last dart. Big hit.
He's a very rhythm shooter, so the fact that he took his time on that second dart, I think something was bothering them there, which I think led to the miss there on the 3. But got taken care of on dart 3. And this is where I say, at least we're not skunked. Hitting the 7 mark on the 16s there for Scuba. See what strategy Chris goes with. The pointing one. And then goes last dart at it. I like that move. 5 mark from Chris. One of those things, when you're partners with Kenny Doyle, you just do what he says.
It almost seems like that wouldn't be a bad idea. Just, yeah, yes, sir. Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, I'm also in the 10K bonus pool. So, yep, I'm definitely going to listen to you. There go the 16s. And there go the 15s. And might as well double bowl for good measure. A nice 7 mark. That might be the most interesting 7 mark I think I've ever seen. All Scuba can do is try and just hit some bowls. Only hits 2 of them. So Chris, 1 bowl away from taking a 2-1 lead in this race to 4. There it is. In a typical round that would end the match, but king seat's different.
That was just disgusting from Kenny Doyle.
Yeah, it almost is shocking how not shocking it is to watch Kenny throw now. And Steve only gets a 4 mark. He's starting to kind of press himself a little bit. And that might be the fact that his partner's kind of imploding a little bit from time to time. It's hard to keep. Yeah.
Once you start pushing that dart, I would say it's gonna be bad every time. You know, instead of letting that dart release from your hand, you're just pushing it and trying too hard.
Yep, just relax and throw the darts and trust your feel. Larry, a 2 mark there. Threw all 3 of those darts really well, though. But you can just see the way he's walking is a bit different than he was walking earlier. And Chris is going to point. Only gets 19 points, though. Yeah, Chris threw a 3.8 that leg, by the way. Vaughn would like to let you know that.
Yeah, it was a 3.8 for Chris, and then it was like heavy. What was it, 6 or 7 there for Kenny? I think it was 7 or 8 actually.
It was probably right around a 7.
Yeah.
Well, the banana pants get it done.
Yeah, it looks like it. I just looked over and saw that myself. 10-4, huh?
Roger, good buddy.
Another 9.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Goodness gracious.
This is why I'm okay not playing as many darts as I used to. Because Kenny Doyle is in this world. And Leonard Gates and all those other guys that I have to sit there and do commentary on and tell them how I would have done something different even though I would have missed myself.
It's like they got a couple cheat codes they can pull out at any time they want. You know, put that increment in and go for it. And there's another 9. You know?
Yeah, and Scuba's in that same talent pool too. I mean, just backs against the wall, we'll throw in a 9 mark like it was nothing. Unfortunately, the way those first 2 darts are laying are not good for him. He's going to have to scoot over a little bit, open up the bed. Hits the trip. Big darts for Scuba. But I think Kenny's going to get rid of those 18s really quickly. Oh, he's going to decide to... Oh, now he's got options. He stayed on the 17s. Going to give Larry a look at the 18s. Again, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us here for PPD Nationals doubles bonus pool day on this fine Saturday. A lot of money up for grabs if you're just joining us. $80,000 plus is in this prize pool today.
That's an insane amount, yeah. $40,000 added by the PPD for today's events.
And, of course, we are also just a little bit over 2 months away from over $2 million in prize in the prize pool there for TOC 2022.
Don't be scaring me with that one. Don't be saying that 2 months away nonsense, buddy.
A little bit more then.
We got a lot of stuff to do before that, big boy.
Scuba only a 4 mark, and he knows that's just not going to be enough. Kind of shrugs his shoulders at it. And look at that. Kenny only throws in a 6 mark. Jeremy, we are doing great. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, no complaints here. Enjoying, lots of darts today.
Yeah, it's been nonstop here for the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we've been.
Way different than we thought originally.
Yeah, exactly. We thought today was going to be a splash on, splash off kind of deal, and instead we're getting thrown the gauntlet our way. Love it. Here's Steve stepping up here. Gotta find a way to put some points on the board.
Yeah, it is a 2-1 scoreline. If you're wondering what the numbers and the K next to their names are, for those of you unfamiliar with how dollar amounts are written, 10K bonus pool is in effect here for Kenny Doyle and Chris. Steve is in the running for the 6K bonus pool. So both of these teams looking to make a lot of extra money today. Kenny is getting frustrated with the 6 marks. Did you just see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, come on now. Come on, bud. Just wanted a little bit more to solidify a 3-1 lead instead of a 2-2 scoreline.
Yep, it is a race to 4. And unfortunately, Larry just having his worst match of the day so far. And vice versa, Chris is throwing phenomenal darts. She looks like she's maybe 5 feet tall. Like even walking back past Kenny, that's tough. Steve trying to get the point lead. There it is.
Yep. 7 mark. Back to back for Steve.
He's trying to keep doing whatever he can. One of the best things you can do if you have a partner that's struggling is just to continue right on doing what you do and show them that it doesn't matter what you're going to do. I'm going to keep doing my job. And sometimes it snaps a partner out of it from time to time. And then sometimes there's just not a whole lot you can keep doing.
Yep.
And Larry shook his head there because he blocked himself off the trip 16 with dart number 1. And yeah, the frustration, every dart is now becoming frustrating.
You can tell he's starting to put that back up against the wall.
And at the same time, on the reverse of it, Chris is just pointing, which is exactly what she should do. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that she's hitting everything that she's trying to shoot at.
Well, I believe that's the strategy to have right now. Is that Kenny probably told her, "Hey, I'll take care of the other numbers. You just when you find a good number, attack that number, get us in the lead, keep us in the lead."
Yeah, and only a 4 mark there for Scuba. This is still a race to 4. There's still a lot of time left in this match, but the momentum's going to have to shift here very soon, very quickly, or else this one might be over with in the next couple minutes.
For the 15s?
Yeah.
Oof.
Not going to be happy with missing it, but that's absolutely the right move.
Yeah, 5 mark there for Kenny.
Yeah, Larry's just going to have to take a little breath here. He's talking to someone over there. I did watch a couple of people walk past them earlier. I'm wondering if, I don't know how Black Saddle's set up. That sight line might be an issue.
I think the bar is what's next to him. If I'm not mistaken, I think the bar is right next to him. So maybe a bartender, maybe making a drink or something could possibly be, but I could be wrong. But I believe via previous CSC streams when we zoom out from that, it's kind of the bar there.
Well, let's ask the chat. Chat, what's over there? What could they be looking at?
Where's old Matt Graff?
Steve, did you see what Steve did there?
Uh-uh.
He did a little wall hit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That would be tough, man.
Oh.
That's a wedding. Is that a wedding party?
Oh, that is a wedding party.
That is a brutal luck, man. That is a giant wedding party.
Oh,
Brutal.
my word. No wonder he's looking over. I knew the bar was right there, but I didn't know there was a plethora of people in between the bar.
Could you imagine if that was where Kenny Doyle was playing right now? He would burn that place to the ground and play somewhere else.
I mean, let's be honest. Probably Steve and Larry didn't even know that this was going to happen. It could be just a
Oh, of
random
course
stop
not.
by, too. It could be like, hey, after
Bar
this,
crawl.
we're going to go on a bar crawl. Yeah.
Yep, this is a bar crawl right now, I'm sure. And then they're like, all right, you crawled long enough. Bye.
Yeah, terrible timing, too.
Yeah, Dustin says, ouch, that's rough. Yeah, that's a brutal one because you know that's loud, too, on top of everything else. Ooh, look at that. Vaughn saying Kenny goes to 17 so early so that Chris has the 19s and 17s to point on. That makes plenty of sense.
He has that lower numbers to attack.
Yep. Yeah, this is one of those spots. It's a 3-1 score line where you just got to talk to each other. Larry and Steve just need to talk to each other, say we need to stop worrying about what's going on right next to us and just focus tunnel vision right here on the dartboard. No one here knows how much is at stake right now other than us. Even if we try to explain it to them, they're not going to believe us. So let's just keep our heads down and keep doing what we can do, which is way easier said sitting here in my wife's office in Indianapolis, Indiana, than being up there in Wisconsin at Black Saddle right now.
Well, Matt Graff says, seems like every Wednesday night for us, that's what it looks like at the end of our matches.
Well, that just means Black Saddle's doing something right.
I mean, that's the truth.
Corey Drake, what is up, sir? Little hot dog. Corey Drake from Indy. Checking in with us. Pretty good shot himself. He actually won himself the Magic Wear raffle on Tuesday night stream for our new Siege jerseys.
Oh, yeah, that bad boy
Just
looks
came
crispy.
out. Yeah, you like that jersey? That's
Yeah.
a beautiful looking jersey.
I like that new. I don't know if that's going to be a new logo for you guys, but I kind of like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jen Mounts, for all of that. She's so talented.
You're telling me. You're telling me. Every time I talk to her, I learn something new, I feel.
Oh, for sure.
Scuba Steve going to have to open up the 18s here.
Yep, find himself in a hole here.
Now, that's a difficult dart, and you can see it as he turns around and doesn't know what to do because he is blocked entirely on that 18.
Yeah, and it's a tunnel is kind of what they're standing in, so you only have so much room to move there. You have wall on one side, and you have the bar divider there on the other. That's tough. Matt says the worst part is they stand right at the end of the table there next to the board and peek their heads around as we throw.
Ew.
Oh, that's brutal.
Ugh.
Starkey Darts, hope you're having a great day. So far, so good. It's hard to have a bad day when we get to sit here and watch darts. And I get to hang out with my boys, Nick and Will, or whatever your name is, along with everyone else. Yeah, Steven's saying that it's a brutal environment, even worse that they're already in a hole, and playing against Kenny Doyle. And an amazing Chris right now.
Yeah, doing what they need to do to secure that king seat spot. Oh my goodness, Rowby John Rodriguez coming on with the shades.
Love it.
Ooh.
I love every second about that.
Paul Nicholson-esque.
That's
cool
funny.
As a cucumber. Love it.
Just doing a little smile, trying to make sure he can see all the way to the board. Yeah, the frustration's just really set in for these guys. And the other thing you got to think about here, right? This is the king seat match of the winners. They still have a loser side bracket they got to get through, and if they happen to lose that one, a last chance bracket to roll through. So there's still a long way to go in this match and in this tournament. And it's hard to think about that, though, in this moment. Down 3-1 and a hole here in this leg, but a lot of 16s would do a lot of damage here. Man, just wiring singles, too. Yep.
That's difficult.
It's tough, man.
And we'll step Kenny. Gonna try to close out those 16s fairly quickly, I think. Yep, to the
There they go.
15s. Too easy.
And boom goes the dynamite, Kenny freaking Doyle. It'd been so funny if Johnny Clayton would have walked out in sunglasses too. Hey,
I thought that was Barb.
Larry. That's all you gotta do, Larry. Just relax, just loosen up.
Gotta loosey-goosey it.
Now that all the pressure's off of him a little bit, he's throwing well again. Hit 2 bowls there, looked really nice. Kevin Shaver saying, would have been hilarious if he used sunglasses at night as his walk-on song. I haven't heard that song, but that would be a good one to pick there. Yeah, Scuba. Yeah, what that shows you right there is just how much focus Steve Diker has when he throws darts.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't have to focus right now anymore, unfortunately. And you saw he missed all 3. Wired them all, but missed all 3. And Kenny doesn't even get 3 bowls. What's happening in this world? You got Robbie John coming out in sunglasses. You have Kenny Doyle only hitting 2 bowls.
Wow. Cops. Gonna try to stomp his feet in the ground. Not gonna be able to, so.
Man. Hats off to Kenny and Chris. And honestly, Chris really impressed me a lot. Chris Jones, ladies and gentlemen, gets the win there. 4-1 victory over Larry and Steve, who we just saw roll through a lot of people repeatedly. But not over with yet. There is that USA Darts patch. You're right.
Yeah.
Long way to go.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So, I mean, like I said, triple elimination bracket here. So those guys can come back and try to, meet them in the finals.
One thing that I love is now the stat lines that keep coming out for darts. Did you just see that popped on the screen there for the Clayton Robbie John Rodriguez match?
I did not.
It said both players combined have hit over half the darts they've shot at double 16, and that's 850 darts.
Jeez Louise.
They're hitting half. Yeah, Matt Graff,
Crazy.
Scuba has had his headphones in, but at a certain point that doesn't even help. And yeah, I can understand that. As here we are looking at Wisconsinite himself, Dan Levine. This is the race to 1 match of cricket. So we know this is the 1 leg. They're trying to stay in this tournament.
One leg. Crazy.
Let's see, the board is a little bit behind on the marking here. See if we get a little refresh.
Possibly.
Yeah, I probably just broke everything.
Womp, 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 womp.
That one was my bad, guys. We're going to call that one my bad.
Yeah.
Looks like 2 trip 20s in there, though. Nope, just a single on the last one for Dan. Does have the point lead, though. And taking on Meredith and Mark. So this is a sad group of teams here because we like them both.
Big triple there for Meredith. Another big one.
A big 7 mark for Meredith. And if you don't know Meredith McGee, she is a top-notch shooter. Oh, boy. Lag's a little bit behind here on the board, too. But don't touch it. I'm just kidding. Touch it. Touch it all day. This is what happens. Cameras are running for a long time. We got a lot of things happening on overall everywhere. Gotta love remote. But that's why we have the best in the business. And Dirachi.
Dirachi Deshira.
Dan gonna try and point first. And wow, big darts there for Dan Levine. Close out the 16s. Doesn't get the point lead, though. And actually, when the 15s last dart, that was an interesting move.
We just tried to close out all those numbers, and but still, I mean, it's just one that gives his opponent one round away from potentially changing the game here. Look at this, 18s.
A 5 mark there for Meredith. We apologize for the little delay here on the screen versus everything. We're doing the best we can with it.
Yeah, the only time we've experienced this one all day, so we do apologize, but we are dealing with numerous amounts of sites here. So Indiana, Kansas, a couple Florida areas, and then Wisconsin.
Yep. And that's just for this match. We got other stuff happening over there.
I guess if you're going to walk on with shades, you might as well open up with a 112 average 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that helps when you do that.
Oh my gosh. Hey, kick it on over. Transfer that. This dude's dancing on the bar right now.
Yep. Right next to where they were just standing, throwing their darts.
Like, for real dancing on the bar. There's numerous of them.
So that's what they were dealing with. They're probably like, guys, we're not going to stream anymore. We're moving away from the board. Wow.
All right.
How crazy would it have been if we just saw like one of them like fall and snap their leg in half and we watched. Not that I'm wishing that on anyone. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like that would have been crazy, right?
Oh my goodness, that was insane.
Well, look at this. Ashley with a chance here. 3 bowls will do it. She's going to look at 18s, though, and get more points. And I like that move, too. There's a trip 18. Good, big, huge dart there on that second one. Yeah, sorry. It's the beauty of us having 2 different screens to look at. We can see some of that fun stuff. Yeah, sorry about that again, guys. The board is just delaying a lot on us. Not a whole lot we can do on our end about it. Nick's done the best that he can.
Yep.
We were almost worried we weren't going to have a stream for you today at the beginning of it when Nick woke up and looked to see all the camera system down.
Hey, even if it, knock on wood, but even if it crashes now, we've had a successful 2.5 hours here.
Yeah, let's just call it a day. See you guys tomorrow. Carly, if you're still listening, just don't worry about what we just said there.
I immediately knocked on wood.
Double bull for Meredith. Meredith, so good at darts, man. Did she really just 5 Yep. She got a 4 on the Bulls there. So getting closer. And Ashley again going at those 18s. Needs to get one. Did she get a triple on the last start? I think she might have. It looked close.
Waiting.
The suspense is killing me. All right, there we go.
She did.
That's a good thing that he did that. Oh, look, it actually did help. I was going to be sarcastic too. Cannot get the point lead back. So Dan right here, all 3 at the bowl, trying to win this thing here. Although it is what, round 18, maybe round 19, maybe go all 18s. Yep. That'll work. Got himself 6 of them. So yeah, this is just playing the round out game here.
Yeah, it's what is it? It's 20, isn't it?
I can't read it from here.
Yep, it's 20.
Yeah,
Round
this
19
is the end
to
of
20
19.
here.
Yep.
Yeah, not really the best spot to be in on having bowls to 18s, even though Meredith's taking advantage of it every time, hitting hat tricks left and right. But look at that from Ashley Banker. Hits that trip 18 on dart number 1 and seals the deal pretty much.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Good job by those two, just kind of extending it out to the point where they can't even touch you.
Yeah, I guess technically 3 double bowls there. An extra 150 points would have done it.
Yeah, but
But they did not.
You just gotta do. I was like, that's gonna be a tough task to ask for.
So Ashley and Dan win the match and move on. And it's getting more hyped at Black Saddle than I think we ever could have imagined.
I could agree with that one, sir. Could agree with that one. I think we're going to go ahead and, probably cut our stream for just a second and then come back for some more. Once we kind of get figured out where exactly we can stream from and who's still in the mix. I know that Steve and Larry are going to be rolling on through on that loser side, that first set of a loser side, I guess. So we'll kind of see what happens from there. But
Although
pretty good.
It does kind of look like their area got taken over by the wedding crew, though. So
Yeah.
they might not be playing on that streaming board anymore.
They may change some stuff around just because of that. Who knows? I mean, we hope not, but at the same time, we totally understand if they do. So, but anyway,
thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to be back when we have more action to bring you. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Indeed. Thanks for joining us here. William Stewart alongside Mr. Sean Green, Nick DeShera in the background. You've been watching the PPD Nationals, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Thanks for joining us.
With 8 flight, it is nearly impossible for the flight to come off. It won't break, tear, crack, or bend out of shape in the long run because it's just soft and flexible enough. On top of the amazing material itself, the edges are reinforced along the wings to provide extra protection from tight groupings. Will hold up, it'll take a beating and continue to take a beating.
What about AtoZDarts.com?
We've actually had our website for over 20 years, and we've grown to be the largest distributor in the U.S.
That's a large number of darts. How many darts do you carry?
We have over 900 different sets of barrels on display here in the store and thousands more online.
Cool. Do you help people with their throw?
Oh, absolutely. This is Steven helping Beto with his throw.
Your sign says magic darts and billiards. What about pool?
We have over 1,600 different pool cues here in the store, and we even have demo shafts so customers can try out their stroke. Flight, it is nearly impossible for the flight to come off. It won't break, tear, crack, or bend out of shape in the long run because it's just soft and flexible enough. On top of the amazing material itself, the edges are reinforced along the wings to provide extra protection from tight groupings. Will hold up, it'll take a beating and continue to take a beating.
What about AtoZDarts.com?
We've actually had our website for over 20 years, and we've grown to be the largest distributor in the U.S.
That's a large number of darts. How many darts do you carry?
We have over 900 different sets of barrels on display here in the store and thousands more online.
Cool. Do you help people with their throw?
Oh, absolutely. This is Steven helping Beto with his throw.
Your sign says magic darts and billiards. What about pool?
We have over 1,600 different pool cues here in the store, and we even have demo shafts so customers can try out their stroke. With 8 flight, it is nearly impossible for the flight to come off. It won't break, tear, crack, or bend out of shape in the long run because it's just soft and flexible enough. On top of the amazing material itself, the edges are reinforced along the wings to provide extra protection from tight groupings. Will hold up, it'll take a beating and continue to take a beating.